Welcome into a Friday edition of the Jordy Culotta Show, driven and powered by Go Chevrolet, live here on this Friday, getting you set up for the weekend, and we'll talk to a couple of guests that'll roll through here on this Friday edition of the Jordy Culotta Show. We'll have our winners of our bracket challenge in for the second hour today. We got our Foodie Friday segment.
Wait, no, not bracket challenge winners.
This is the
this is the silent auction.
the silent auction.
I'm sorry.
They won a live viewing of the
Andrew
show.
was seeing this
I was like,
sitting
hold
at
on,
work.
wait. The bracket people are like, oh my God, where are my keys? I'm coming, Noodle.
Yeah, y'all come on. Make it a party.
I'm just kidding.
I just panicked. I was like, oh my God, they're coming too.
I'm just kidding. The
Let's
silent
over.
auction winners.
Start over. Welcome in.
We'll be here. I know that the whole time. I was just playing with the bracket winners. We'll also talk to Tasmin Mitchell coming in this morning. Tasmin, big day for him yesterday as it was announced by Matt Mcmahon that he is staying aboard on the LSU basketball staff. He is going to be the special assistant to the head coach. We will talk to Taz coming through here at 8 a.m. this morning. He'll be in studio and then checking in via video call
Oh,
this morning.
Oh, shit.
Venturing back into the never land of
The
video
land of the
calls.
lost.
who are we doing it with?
Ben
Mintzy?
Mintz,
Okay.
8:15,
Okay.
and then Nathan Velasquez, who
Okay.
we have had success.
They
Hope he-
won't get mad.
Hopefully he wears the red shirt.
Yeah,
That's what we filibustered with last time for
Yeah.
about 5 minutes. Like, so what is this about my shirt that y'all keep like? We're just filling time, Nate. We don't know what we're
you
doing.
will be wearing the red
Red
shirt
shirt.
today.
Bloody Sunday.
Yeah, right. We screw this
Wait,
up.
Andrew Messina just said y'all got my hopes up.
Dude, come on.
Yeah.
Sorry, Andrew.
Come on, Andrew. We'll
make
DM
room.
you the address off air. All right, so coming up today, we got Tasmin Mitchell, we got Ben Mintz, we got Nathan Velasquez all stopping by here. Hour one will get you set up for LSU baseball tonight as they start a 3-game set over in Starkville as they're taking on the defending national champs. That'll start this afternoon at 6:30 from the Dude. We'll talk about LSU and Mississippi State, very similar teams.
They really are 5-4 in the SEC.
I think we said it best before the show today. I mean, if you could combine Mississippi State's defense along with LSU's offense, Tigers coming off of their best offensive night earlier this week versus Grambling as they racked up 18 hits. They bludgeoned the Tigers, but Mississippi State with top 3 defense in the country. And LSU, of course, with that offense that could explode at any point, will meet up tonight at Duty Noble for a 3-game set over in Starkville. Katie has weaseled her way out of the bet. Couple of bets she lost with double or nothing.
Yep. But
To
aren't
round
we?
out
Well, I guess
the
you could go
baseball.
double or nothing when there's no consequences.
Right, but I
Katie.
didn't know that then. Damn it. Aren't we doing it at a football game? I'm following through on this bet. I'm not going to not do
You know what I was
this.
thinking the other day is that you could wear this. This would probably be a great get up for Garth Brooks.
I'm not going to Garth Brooks.
Well, I could simply get you a ticket
Oh, God.
to get you
That
in.
would be punishment.
That would be
That would be
punishment.
punishment.
Perfect.
If he made me
Consider
go
it
to
done.
Garth Brooks.
We want blood.
Now we got a couple of days here, a couple of weeks to get those fitted gray pants with the purple piping
So I would wear the uniform to the Garth Brooks concert.
the entire night. The entire night.
they would think
maybe
you're
get
a
maybe get the
lunatic.
name tag Brooks like you're some like psycho fan.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
They're on a cowboy
Oh,
hat.
Chris
Yeah.
Gaines.
Chris Gaines. Kind of look like Chris Gaines with the black hair.
I know. I could
Yeah,
probably
you
pull
could probably
off a
pull it
Chris
off.
Gaines.
You probably pull
I
it
don't
off.
know who that is.
What? Lloyd, remember in
That
the
was
90s, Garth
Garth's
Brooks?
alter ego.
He made an
Oh.
alter ego and he sang like just rock. It wasn't country. He had like black hair, like long bangs. He was like emo looking. I don't think emo was a thing then, but he was.
Maybe one of the weirdest pivots in
I was about
entertainment
to
history.
say. I mean,
It
I'm
was
glad I don't
very
know about
weird.
this.
He was on the mountaintop too.
Could do no wrong. This is like Lil Wayne when he come out with Hot Revolver. Whenever he
Exactly.
grabbed a guitar, like, what
Exactly.
are you doing,
Like,
Wayne?
Whoa.
Get back.
We've built a brand here. this ain't it.
Get back on that stage with a microphone.
So we will be welcoming in our winners from the Episcopal Silent Auction. Mark Ingstrom, who's a middle school principal. Taylor Wharton, who's a basketball coach over there, and Madeline Gugrich, who is a volleyball coach, along with Brant Martin, a PE teacher. So we'll have a lot of teachers, a lot of
lots
throwbacks
teachers.
here.
Sophie's like, oh
Close
my
the door to the
God,
office,
this is
Stewie.
so embarrassing.
For God's sakes.
She can't believe it.
It feels like these teachers may have bullied their way in and taken tickets from someone
Well,
else.
someone won it
Man.
and offered the
Oh.
tickets because Taylor Wharton, the girls varsity basketball coach, she's a big fan. Her husband's a huge fan, so they're excited.
Yeah, somebody's probably got a little bit more playing time out of these tickets.
They're yeah, right.
Better. I appreciate the
Buy your
grudge.
stupid silent auction tickets.
No.
Play my kid.
These 4 minutes a game aren't cutting it. Let them foul out.
All right, Brian Polian was speaking to the media yesterday, and look at Gold, look at the Goosey.
Hey.
Legends in here today, buddy.
That's right.
Pull up a chair next to Lloyd so you
Packed
can help him
house.
out. That's right. But let's see. Brian Polian yesterday speaking to the media after spring practice. Practice back on this weekend. It was closed to the public earlier this week, closed to the media earlier this week. It was open back up. Stewie was talking about how the full practice was a spoiler on Saturday. Now you're starting to see the true signs of access over at LSU football. The 20-minute allotment yesterday cut short a little bit, little late to let you in, little early to let you out. Yeah. Don't forget that full practice we let you see on Saturday.
Stop recording, please. Thank you.
Pencils down.
Step out,
right.
please. Step out. Behind the line, also.
No more looking at the quarterbacks. Keep shuffling along here. We gave you all you needed to see last weekend. That's it. But LSU football back out onto the practice field. Closing in here just about the halfway mark, or just past the halfway mark for spring drills. And we'll talk a little bit about where they are, at least, from the standpoint of the early drills, these early spring workouts, what you're really trying to accomplish. I think Brian Polian said it yesterday in meeting with the press when he was asked about the competition at all the specialist spots, because you're seeing a lot of turnover at all those positions, right? Punter, place kicker, specialist, return specialist. Going to be a lot of new faces in all of those spots. And Polian said, the real competition doesn't start holistically, at least until this summer when everybody gets here. So, some of the guys that are there now have a little bit of a leg up on the competition, no pun intended, but to really kind of, show the coaches, who they are, what their skill set is, and how they can fit in the fall. So I think, that's what spring is really for this group. This first group with Brian Kelly and his staff is really trying to just kind of show who you are, establish a pecking order, establish some type of depth chart, and who's going to be counted on when the real competition starts, or in summertime when the real competition starts, when LSU's got their full roster. I was on a show yesterday in
What?
In North Louisiana.
Are you cheating on us on another show?
The hell?
I go on with Sean Fox.
Who's
and
their
those guys
producer?
Every Thursday. On his way.
What's his name? He got me on video call.
But they were
Damn it.
asking about the running back room, right? And I think that the running back room right now, in the way that you evaluate it, is that you feel good about John Emery and what he looks like going into his final season, and kind of the work that he's put in, and where he is and his expectation of himself at this point, and Armani Goodwin and Cordy Kiner. But then you throw Noah Kane into that mix, and you're talking about another bona fide starting back at a Power 5 school who's played, a lot of big-time college football coming back down here. That feels like an NFL-ready room now when you're talking about those running backs. And he's still not on campus. So, it's just it goes into the point that a lot of these competitions won't start for another couple of weeks into the summer. But here early on in spring, for this first group under Brian Kelly and his new staff, these guys really have an opportunity to show who they are, to give the coaches something to think about going into the summer competition and into the offseason. But Brian Kelly and Brian Polian, who was speaking yesterday, spoke for about 25 minutes yesterday to the press, really giving some insight to some of the things that they're looking at here early on in spring practice, and just some of the competition that's starting to bud. But as he said, a lot of these things really won't start until the summertime, until everybody shows up. Remember, daily, we're brought to you by Go Chevrolet, GEAUX, Chevrolet.com. True Blue Water every single day, TRUBluewater.com. If you want to jump on the delivery route, very easy to do at TrueBlueWater.com. And then Metropolitan Health Group, real doctors, real solutions. Coming up in hour 2, we'll have a couple of guests via the phone line as Metropolitan Health Group brings that to you every single day. Real Doctors, Real Solutions, Charlie Harvey, Jason Ramazan. We will talk to Ben Mintz and Nathan Velasquez, compliments of Metropolitan Health Group.
And if
coming
the
up here
video
in the
call
second
doesn't
hour.
work, we have the dongle. We can just get them straight on audio, old
What's a
school
dongle?
rotary phone.
It is kind of a hell of a word.
That Apple makes you buy for
That's called a
everything.
dongle?
That's the dongle. Get your dongles out.
And Papa Earl's, 30%
You
less salt.
look at that like it was delicious.
It is.
The water?
True blue water out of a Papa Earl's cup
You can't beat it.
with a little spice.
Oh, little Bloody Mary.
Foodie Friday coming up today.
Yes.
Nobody eat breakfast?
Nope. I
Anybody eat
don't anyway.
breakfast?
A little sip of a protein shake. Got that F45 in today, dude. Watch out.
Yeah.
Right.
Bro, if you don't base that with any proteins or carbs, it doesn't work, right?
That's how I got my. I mean, no free ads, but I got a little shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
You're
you
just
got
drinking
to.
straight muscle milk. Don't
I
you
don't
need
think
to put a
Muscle
little
Milk
food there?
sponsoring you.
Well, I'm gonna eat. I'll eat the
Okay.
breakfast.
I
You know,
got you.
double dipping. Just would have had a little energy.
What are they making us today? Do we know? I know
They
it's
put
pork.
Yeah, I think it was like some type of pork shoulder.
Oh, on Ramadan.
I don't know, man.
This is Ramadan?
You battle that with your
Yes,
with
it's
your own
Ramadan.
maker.
It is Ramadan.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stewie.
Have you
Wow.
seen? Have you seen Ali
Oh,
Gay?
I said that.
No, I know
Stewie,
because
get a raise.
I was talking to Ali Gay
Come
at
here.
Pro Day, and he was talking about how he's been fasting for Ramadan and how
Oh.
hard it's
Wow.
been during spring practice.
We miss all these things because we also eat meat on Fridays in
Yeah.
here. So,
I went to Catholic school. Sorry.
Yeah, we all did. I think
We all did.
Yeah.
I did not.
That's why we're all
No,
jaded as
I did
hell.
not. I am not Catholic.
Catholic school made me not Catholic.
I ended up at a Baptist school.
Yeah. That's your own doing. You got Phil Mickelson at Augusta. Just, you actually
Not
should,
that bad.
Just please don't come back.
Not that bad.
He can't come back. Sorry.
Yeah, he won your ban.
All right, what did we think of Augusta yesterday? Tiger?
Tiger.
If Tiger feels like he's going to get run over today.
It feels like a
No,
one
don't
and
say
done.
that.
I mean, the limp was very LeBron-esque, very dramatic.
I didn't think it was that.
But he
didn't think it
did
was
look
that
like
noticeable.
he's battling, man. He's in some pain.
It felt like the limp was necessary. He does play up for the camera a good bit. He drop kicked one, I think, on 14. His driver that went way left. It could have killed somebody. And then he immediately looked at the ankle. He knows how to play it up, but I think he is in severe pain.
It's been
And
508 days.
since he's played competitive golf without his
Yes.
son next to him. But it was, I mean, it was impressive, if anything. Like, I know that
It was.
there are moments where it seems like he may have hammed it up for the camera, but when you really look at what he's gone through, compound fractures in both legs, grinded it out, had to walk, probably one of the toughest walks in golf. I know it's
Yeah.
walking, but
almost
it seems...
became an amputee.
Yeah,
Look at him.
yes. He almost had to lose his leg, and he's out there battling. Cards a 1 under. I took the under at 73.5, so won me a little money. Thank you, Tiger. Double dipped back on him today to beat Louis Oosthuizen, who had tweaked his back out there on number 4. So it's the battle of the injuries.
He's going to tee off around 1:40 Eastern this afternoon, which about 12:30 Central Time, which I think kind of is a good pull for him, right? So he gets the morning to rest up a little bit because he did look like he was battling, walking that ground yesterday. I mean, he was definitely given a very obvious limp to his walk, especially on the back nine or the later part of his round. You could tell that it was really catching up to him. But he will
looks
tee
good,
off.
though.
Oh, he looks
Like
physically.
His upper body,
his
he
upper
is shredded.
body
I
is
mean,
sick.
he don't look like no old man.
No.
at all.
Well, he's not, but I mean, God, he
In
looks
golf
good.
standards, I guess he
Oh,
would
he's
be.
46.
though.
Yes,
Yeah,
I guess he
absolutely.
is. His
I mean,
arms.
At what point do you get on the seniors tour?
50.
50?
Oh, really?
Wow. So I mean,
I mean, I don't know if I would say he was going to clean up on the senior tour, but I think he doesn't really. I don't think he's interested in that.
no way.
I mean, that's unfair.
No way.
Is
I'd like to
he,
see him play on the senior tour when he's like 70. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Get him a cart.
You
let
want
him
to
go
impress
out
me,
there.
Tiger? Win a major on the senior tour at
Left-handed,
75.
yeah.
Right.
Is he in 10th place?
Yes,
Okay. So who's in first?
Sung
But-
J M,
Okay.
Sung J M, a robot.
the robot.
Yes.
Sent from.
What do you mean? Why a robot?
Just he
Just-
doesn't say
He's
a
just
word.
that,
He's a stone cold killer out there.
Really?
Yes, it's nerve
I
wracking.
haven't watched him. I only watched Tiger.
That's good. And I had Noah brainwashed also. He's texting me from class going, what am I doing? Because Tiger missed a birdie putt early, like on, I think, 3 or 4. And he's like, oh, that putt hurt me. I was like, Noah, what are you doing?
I
He's like,
know.
I'm watching
I was watching
Tiger.
it in there yesterday
yes.
with Mikey, and he was like, "Do you like golf?" And I was like, "No." I'm like eating pistachios, and I'm like, "Wait, this isn't
I'm
that
into
bad."
it. That's what I'm saying. That Augusta will do that, especially if Tiger's in the mix. He
It's pretty
changes the
cool.
sport.
Yeah, he does.
It's the visual of Augusta is.
That's what I was asking you yesterday. I was like, "Is that real?
It
Is
is.
it really
I mean,
that green?"
I
It
think
looks
the
like a
bird
coloring
chirping
book.
might be fake. I think they pipe in
No.
some birds.
No, I don't think it is.
Within those birds, there's a bubble around it to where they can't leave.
I think that the
birds?
the
Like a net?
pines are mic'd up.
They are. There's mics everywhere. Tiger dropped a fuck on there, and they caught that. Didn't matter. Just Tiger being Tiger. And it's like, all right,
Absolutely.
he's all the way back.
No doubt.
Funny.
Give this man a Viking and a blonde, for God's sakes.
It's a strange place.
They said he was rooting around. Did you hear Stu Gatz yesterday? He's like, he's rooting around his bag, popping pills. They're like, Stu Gatz, that is so reckless. It's like, what? He took 2 things out of his bag, put them in his mouth, and swallowed water. What do you want from me?
But
It is
day
a
2, it
strange
doesn't
place.
feel like he can maintain. I hope he can, and I hope he can make the cut and get into the weekend.
I have money on him to make the cut also, but it does. They did him a favor, and I feel like by letting him play early yesterday and then late today is definitely giving him time to rest up because they asked him what his, I guess post round process is, and he goes just ice, just getting in an ice tub. And I'd imagine it has to be something more than that. He's got to have
Oh, yeah.
cryo leg chambers or whatever,
Yes.
like the coldest thing you can get for your legs. I mean, he's a bionic man out there.
So if his pace yesterday was 5 hours and 20 minutes, is that bad? Is that slow?
For him, that's slow.
Yes.
So what in his prime?
Oh,
what would
I
he?
wouldn't know,
I
but I
wouldn't
just
know
know
that,
that
but it would
5 hour
probably-
round
yeah,
is
it's
like playing
not.
with my dad.
So what's too long?
5 hours.
No. Like literally, you cannot play past what?
Oh, they'll put you on the clock. I'm not sure. It's more of like if you're holding up the pace of play around you, then they'll
Oh.
put you on the clock and you have to, you'll get monitored by a guy that follows
It's like a
you
shot
around the
clock.
course. Yes.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
And then
much.
if you don't stick to pace, then they'll they'll take strokes off your game.
Oh,
Yeah, so or add strokes to your score. They'll punish you.
yeah.
But I don't think they'll do that to Tiger. I think they're kind of giving him the rule of the roost when they see how much he moves the needle, especially
want
after,
ratings?
Yeah, and now he's in the mix.
Well, today he is.
Yes.
And
We'll see.
that's why they're saying, what do we need to do to keep him there? I'd probably give him an afternoon tea time.
Yeah, put it at 4 p.m.
Put him with the leader.
Yes. Who's the slowest? Who's the fattest person here? Let him walk with him. Harry
Absolutely.
Higgs. Harry Riggs.
Is there anyone fat? Nobody looks fat there. They all look so in shape.
I mean, they
Harry
don't,
is. He's got the dude wipes on the shirt.
Oh.
He's the guy though. He's just the ultimate dude golfer.
but they don't have him like they used to. The Craig Stadler.
No, Tiger
Yeah.
ruined it for everybody.
John
Everybody's so
Daly.
in
Yes.
shape.
I mean, even Phil Mickelson back in the day was pudgy.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
belly.
Yeah, I mean, he was soft.
And then he got in shape.
Yeah, then he got all tight.
Then he got banned.
Remember, Daily, we're brought to you by City Cafe. Speaking of City Cafe, we appreciate City Cafe for being a part of our bracket challenge. That's where my mind was. Our bracket challenge winner won a $100 gift card to City Cafe, which offers up great lunch specials every single day. CityCafeBR.net. Online is where you can find them, where good friends meet at George O'Neill and O'Neill Lane. And they've been in business for over 100 years. 100 years in business over at City Cafe. CityCafeBR.net is where you can find them online. Stop in and see them today. They got brunch on Sundays. Brunch opens up at 10 a.m. on Sundays with a great selection and a great menu over there. Stop in and see City Cafe. Tell Squeaky, Cody, Dirk, and the crew that you heard right here on the Jordy Culotta Show. CityCafeBR.net. CityCafeBR.net.
Jeff
online.
says Mickelson was not banned.
He was banned for a year.
Well, it's a shadow ban. It was Augusta, like I said with Jordy, that he was asked politely not to attend this year's Masters.
Oh.
Is the rumor around it.
Okay.
Because he could have played, but he doesn't. You don't ruffle those feathers. Augusta can get all up in your personal life. It feels like
What is the
they can
deal with
expose
that?
you.
I don't understand that.
I don't know.
place.
Who did we have on last year to talk about Augusta?
Jason McKenzie.
McKenzie, and
Yeah.
he wouldn't spill any secrets. I
I
couldn't get a
know.
Well,
I
I
couldn't get a
mean-
drip out of him.
Because he's
He knows.
tied in.
Yes.
His great-grandfather or something was like an original member.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So he's
I mean, they're from Augusta.
Well, Alexander McKenzie designed the course.
Really?
So I wonder if there's any if he
He's
goes
a-
all the way back to there.
Jason's also a Mississippi State grad.
Yeah.
So he got lucky once.
Yeah.
But my great uncle was the original doctor at Augusta. And
Your great uncle?
Mhm, he
Stop.
got buried
You're
in
lying.
his,
You're lying
no,
right now. I don't
he got
believe
buried
you.
in his green jacket. That selfish son of a bitch.
Wow.
I do not believe you. Why would you
And
have
you
never
can't get a
told us
ticket?
this before?
That's what I said. He did. My dad, who's a huge golf fan, asked him like one time. He's like, "Look, I understand how important Augusta is and what your stature is at Augusta, and like you don't want to have to ask for any favors, but can I please go once?" And he's like, "Absolutely not." And he's
What?
like, "Well, all right, you're a dick, doctor."
Why, Lloyd?
I don't know. The rules are the rules apparently. But he got buried in his green jacket, so I couldn't even I could have slid that thing on and got in. None the wiser.
Dig him up.
That's what I said. It's probably in pristine condition. The only thing that won't really age in a coffin. The green jacket still
Is
pristine.
he buried on Augusta? At
I don't
Augusta?
know. I don't know. Never met the man.
So y'all weren't close, clearly.
No.
Okay. That's an interesting story. I can't believe you've not told us this before. That's why I don't know. I don't know if I for sure believe you.
I'm telling the
usually
truth.
you're lying to me, though.
I
and
know, but
believe
this is
you.
the truth.
Okay.
Mark Cumbie, Jordy, y'all should go for practice rounds next year. It's a bucket list, man. We are trying to get to Augusta. I would love to go to Augusta. I know that it.
Call my great uncle.
I'll get us
Get
in.
the Ouija board
Yeah,
out.
see if you can. See if you can't work some magic for God's sake.
Probably in hell.
What's his last name?
I don't know.
Courtney.
No,
Yeah.
it's the other one.
It's your mom's dad?
No, my dad's great uncle. My dad's
Oh,
uncle.
okay. Got it. Okay. Interesting.
Blake. Uncle Blake. Or Uncle Lloyd. I think it's Blake.
Tasmin Mitchell is going to be through here at 8 a.m. this morning. We're going to talk to Taz about what's going on with the LSU basketball team. Obviously, they're trying to put together a roster, get competitive for next season. We'll ask him the challenges and what it's been like to work through this transition now that Matt Mcmahon is on and in Baton Rouge and starting to introduce his staff. And, what are the next tasks for this group? Where do you go? Is it just transfer portal? How much do you go out and recruit? What are you selling? What's the message to incoming recruits? I loved where I saw Dick Vitale was speaking about the Kansas National Championship
You are wrong.
in Kansas. How Vitale believes that Bill Self and Kansas will not have to abandon their national championship win because of the investigation that Kansas is under. Vitale says not to worry for college basketball. The ESPN college basketball analyst said to not expect the title to be vacated as part of the punishment. Just FYI, all of those claiming that Kansas's national championship victories will be vacated once the independent committee rules. You are wrong, says Vitale, as
Just the letter R.
none of the current players were part of the investigation what took place years ago. All KU players are eligible. Vitale criticized the pace of the investigation, which began in September of 2019, saying the rate of speed that the independent accountability resolution process is moving, the decision might arrive at the retirement party of Kansas head coach Bill Self at his 70th birthday party. The decision of the NCAA to have this committee as an option has been a disaster, Vitale tweeted on Thursday.
I don't want to get ugly because, he's sick. We
Be
decided
ugly.
to stop being so ugly because when he got sick. But, what is the deal? And why is he so into Kansas? What's happening?
Well,
His blood is literally blue.
I mean,
is, yes.
right? Jeez.
This is the blind spot that we've barely been, talking about the entire time. I really, but you know what? Credit to Dick for just kind of playing it out in the public. You know what I mean? Just owning it.
He does
just like
that. That's true.
forget it. You know what I mean? I know I used to be on this side, but now I'm on this side.
He'd be a great politician.
Incredible politician. But it just goes to show you even more evidence of how corrupt and how double-sided the sport of college basketball is when all along my gripe to Dick Vitale was, man, whether you're 80 or whether you're dying or whether you're alive and living, you swing a huge stick in college basketball. Mm-hmm. Whenever you speak, people listen. So when you're out here pushing narratives about schools and programs and coaches, there's going to be a reputation and a storyline that sticks. And the irresponsibility, really, from the podium and the place that Vitale speaks of college basketball, for him to be allowed to speak so irresponsibly on a platform of the size of ESPN is at the very least dangerous. I mean, it's dangerous for the sport to have somebody of that magnitude and have that type of cachet in the game. And when he speaks, how many people listen, and have him, slinging two messages like he has been. or just playing both sides like he has been. I mean, for him to come out and say that yesterday, I mean, it's laughable, really. I mean, it's incredibly comical to stand back and look at him play both sides of the fence like he has on this subject. I mean, the crusade and rampage that he was on trying to get LSU and Will Wade and talking about how they were cheating and they were the black eye of the sport, to now turn around and talk about how nobody at Kansas is ineligible. So what, Dick? You think they just stopped cheating? And when they stopped cheating, they got better players and won the national championship?
Do you think they'll get stripped of their title?
No, I don't. I do not at all, because Kansas is to college basketball what LSU is to college football.
Yeah.
Just like I think it would take Mark Emmert and the NCAA, it takes some nuts to mess with LSU football. Mm-hmm. And that's why they were putting it in that notice of allegation, just to kind of scare Woodward, William Tate, into making a move on Will Wade, who the NCAA had as a marked man. They wanted him. So throw football in the mix and see if you can't scare them to death or bully them out of there. Bully him out of there. Because they're never going to mess with LSU football. I mean, not to a point where it's really going to mess with the sport.
Right.
Right? I mean, it means too much. It's too powerful of a brand. The same way that Kansas and what it means to college basketball. So, I mean, just own it. Just say what it is. You know what I mean? Like that's been the most frustrating part.
He's also calling for Coach K to be the next college basketball or the college basketball commissioner.
Which is even more comical.
Who is the college basketball commissioner?
There's
Nobody.
not one.
He
thinks that should be his
He's
job.
recommending that there should be one, which I don't disagree with. But
Yeah.
he's saying
We
to
need more
implement
old
one.
white people involved.
He's saying to implement one to clean the game up, and he's saying it should be Krzyzewski.
Be careful what
I
you
mean,
wish for, Dick.
If you're going to put Krzyzewski in place, then let him write the blueprint on how you cheat. I mean, let him give you the code. Because I mean, that's what it is. It's or just own what college basketball is and embrace it. Rewrite the rules. Start to conform your rules to how people really play the game and have played the game for decades. It's a dead horse at this point, and I understand that we're kicking the hell out of it.
He's still alive.
But
He is still alive.
no, I'm just talking about the
narrative.
the narrative and where this whole story has butted into. But I mean, it's so clear and evident what we've been saying the whole time. Not just this show. All of us down here, all of us that are supporting LSU basketball, all of us that have kind of been on this side of the argument, asking, "Wait, what?" You know, like, come explain yourself. How is it like this for one school, but you know what's going on over here and nothing happens?
Read my book.
You sounded like him.
Baby.
So, remember, daily, we're brought to you by Cajun Ready Mix Concrete, CajunRMC.com. Get in touch with our friends over there at Cajun Ready Mix Concrete, CajunRMC.com. No job too big, too small, whether it's industrial, residential, municipal, they can help you out today. Get online at CajunRMC.com. They got 9 locations around the greater Baton Rouge area, which means if you order concrete, it'll come to you on time and to the exact specification. Get over to Cajun Ready Mix Concrete right now. Let them help you out today, as they can help you with premier concrete that is delivered on time to the exact specification that you're looking for. Whether it is a residential project or whether it's a commercial project, they can help you out. Online, CajunRMC.com. CajunRMC.com. Stick around. We'll have our Foodie Friday segment coming up for you, coming up at around the 8:45 mark at the end of hour 2 today. Compliments of our friends over at Iverstine's. Make sure and check out Galen Iverstine and Iverstine's over on Perkins Road, located in between College Drive and Essen Lane over there on Perkins. They are moving right down the way if you're heading towards Essen from College, just past the Essen Lane intersection on Perkins Road in the shopping center. what was the formerly was Romans, is where they're moving into.
Did you see
right there over there,
April Fool's Day post
went
when
vegan?
they said they were going vegan?
Yeah.
What,
And people,
Iverstine's?
yes, and people got in those comments and were pissed. Like a bunch of idiots. Like, I'm unfollowing you. This is ridiculous. This is where I was going for my meat. People were like, are you kidding right now?
Yeah, what
It's
a
April
pivot.
1st.
Yeah. I mean, you have
So
to you have to feel so dumb when you get fooled by an April. It's like, oh,
right?
you just
Especially one like
that.
Come on,
Yes.
man.
Like a butcher's
The
going
local
vegan.
meat shop?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, unfollow. I love it. People
It's
do
been
that.
vegan this entire time. Bunch of soy boys. You didn't even know it.
LSU baseball and Mississippi State, they seem like the same team, right? They have the same record,
Same SEC record.
same SEC record. Mississippi State unranked. Tigers are ranked 16th in the country by USA Today. D1 baseball has them 19th, and collegiate baseball has them 23rd in the country. Tonight's game will be on the SEC network. All three games will be on the SEC
I got my
network.
Hunter Leggett shirt on. Has anybody noticed that I've worn a Mississippi State shirt every single day this week?
I have.
I've also slept in a Mississippi State shirt every night, and I still have more.
Must be miserable.
That's why you've been sleeping like shit.
God, y'all are so mean. Speaking of LSU baseball, let me speak for a minute about Crowd Push, you jerks. Go to crowdpush.com. The baseball push is up. Y'all have done awesome on the football push. It's over $3,000. The baseball athletes have to split 11.7 scholarships between 27 men. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
That's sad. So go. There's $120 raised. I think there are 58 days to go. Go to proudpush.com, put in LSU in the search bar, and all the teams come up. And there's a lot of teams in here now. Like, they've signed a lot of schools across the country. But let's push for LSU and Mississippi State if you feel so inclined.
LSU and Mississippi State, first game tonight, 6:30. As Katie said, both teams enter the matchup in the weekend, 4-5 in the SEC. LSU's offense collected a season-high 18 hits earlier this week when they beat up on Grambling 16-3. Hayden Travinsky's had a big week. Jacob Berry was 3 for 3 with a home run the other night. Dylan Cruz sent one over the fence with 2 runs batted in. Jordan Thompson had a big night with 3 runs batted in. So hopefully LSU can carry some of this offensive production that they had and experience in the midweek game over to Mississippi State and get a much-needed conference-winning weekend out of the way. Tigers have struggled at home during conferences. They fell to Auburn last weekend, 2 out of 3. Opening weekend to Texas A&M as the Aggies came in here and nearly swept LSU. LSU had to save themselves in a late inning Sunday win to preserve just a victory in that one as A&M took 2 or 3 from them on opening weekend. Now they do have a series win in Gainesville versus Florida. Let's see if they can't get it right this weekend. Versus Mississippi State. As we said, Mississippi State, the reigning College World Series national champs.
Unranked. Started off number
unranked
4.
right
now we're
now.
unranked.
Defense,
We were missing our top 2 pitchers. I just want to keep reminding people of that.
Defense is really the strong suit.
Number 2 in the nation.
Of this team, and they are batting a woeful 270 as a team right now, and the ERA of the pitching staff is a little over 5. But their leader is Preston Johnson, who will get the start tonight, a sophomore right-hander for Mississippi State. So big weekend for LSU and Mississippi State. Should be a beautiful weekend.
Hate that I'm not there.
We do too.
I know y'all do.
We're gonna break the glass on that Mottook jersey over there.
Were y'all?
Mm-hmm.
That was the one I was going to wear?
That was the one.
Okay.
Instead, you get to sleep in your Mississippi State garb and go drop your daughter off to Italy.
Yeah, that's right, to Italy.
Without
Drop her
braces.
off in Italy.
Fresh
Without
off the
braces.
boat.
Without braces.
They glow up just in time.
Oh, man.
Do you think she would have gotten him taking him off in Italy?
What?
Like she would have found a spot and then
No.
like just get. Did they have orthodontists there, Jordy?
Well, yes.
Sure.
How does Jordy know?
He's probably fresh off the boat.
This is awesome. She would have probably ripped those things off with pliers.
Well, somebody would have.
Somebody would have.
Yeah.
After they got through piercing each other's ears.
Yeah. Ciao
That's not all they do in Italy.
No.
Stop it, y'all.
She's gonna come back a woman.
Stop. No, Lloyd.
Culture.
She's going a woman.
She's going a woman.
I mean, that's what braces off do. You go from 13 to 21
in a
Yeah,
blink of an eye.
I guess so.
mean-
I guess you gained some confidence.
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Best glow up of them all.
It really is.
Yeah.
There's not a better one. I don't know that.
How old were you when you wore braces?
I was from 7th and 8th grade, like end of 7th, middle of 8th. The orthodontist was a hack job. He kept me in there. I fell for it. But what I would do is I would use the orthodontist as an excuse to not go to school. I would
Sure.
I would pretend
A great excuse.
A great excuse because
Yeah.
nobody's doubting you. I would
Right.
go there, pretend like I had an orthodontist appointment, sit there for like 30, 45 minutes. And like, y'all haven't called my name in a while. Do I not have an appointment? He's like,
Stop.
oh, no, you don't. Give me a doctor's excuse. I would go to McDonald's, get a breakfast sandwich, sit in the parking lot, listen to SVP and Rosillo.
How many times
Perfect
did you
day.
get away with that?
Probably did it 10 to the point where they,
Yeah, caught on.
yeah,
Nah.
the orthodontist was like, what do you,
Yeah.
you don't, how many
Your-
appointments do you think you have?
Your teeth are not this good.
Yeah. You don't need to be here every week.
You have really good teeth, though.
Thank you.
by the
Worked
way.
out.
Yeah, it did
But
work out. It worked in your favor.
It was my greatest grift.
Mine are on the way.
Yes.
Yours are still in the mail.
Big Teeth Podcast.
I wore headgear as a kid.
Oof. Talk about a glow up then.
Yeah.
Do you have any photos of you in the headgear?
No way.
How old were you?
I
in
bet
the
your mom
headgear?
does.
him sleeping?
6th and 7th grade.
Okay, so you didn't have to worry about sleeping with anybody else.
No,
you know?
no,
Yeah,
no.
nobody saw
I hope
you.
not in
No.
That would be
6th and
awesome.
7th grade.
Yeah.
That'd be a hell of a
move.
pull.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God.
You don't mind my headgear, do you?
Hold on, let me roll over.
Can you put this on the third clamp? Do you mind?
Tighten me up a little bit.
But the headgear never worked. Like it was supposed to prohibit like an
Overbite?
overbite, and I still have an overbite, but it was brutal. Like they expected you to wear it every single night.
What was the process to put that on? Did you need help?
No, it was very easy. Really. I mean, it was so in the braces there was two kind of like
Hooks.
yeah, I guess like or you know, you would put the headgear kind of like it would slide in, these two wires would kind of clamp into a back brace.
Oh.
And then you would have like something that went around like the back of your head
Did he even
to
tighten
hold it
up?
tight. Yeah, and you
Oh.
have to tighten it up.
So
Did it
no-
go like over your head too?
No, it's
Okay,
kind of with like the
just
back of
on
your
the
head.
back.
It sounds like a
But the soreness,
Experiment.
the soreness of that the first couple of times waking up was,
because they're pulling.
oh man, I mean it was slingshotting you, you know, just pulling you back the whole time.
It's like experimental medicine.
It was.
Are we sure this is working? Not at all.
Fuck this, man. I ain't doing this.
When did you give up on it? Because I'd imagine
early.
Yeah, 2
Early.
days.
Didn't make it a week for sure.
no.
Really?
doubt.
Your mom didn't make you keep on with it?
Well, I did, but it was just so inconsistent. The hell is that?
What is
hell is
happening?
that?
UPS
Dog?
truck backing up.
Oh.
That thing
I think
needs
the
to be
buzzer's
serviced.
broken.
Is he in the living room?
Oh no, it's an Amazon truck. Sorry,
Those people are working their asses off, so
think it's
let them do that.
slavery. Working their asses off. It's slavery. That's what that is.
We're all uncomfortable laughing.
The only one that could have made that joke
I
on
know.
set.
The black guy said slavery. We're like,
I feel like the Amazon truck. Beep,
is that cool?
get
Back
the
it
hell
up.
out
Back
of
it
here.
up.
Let's get the hell out of
Should we
here.
laugh at that?
Tiger Woods is
Wait,
playing
have
golf.
Have y'all ever seen the Karen TikTok? Back it up. Do you have a wristband? They literally had a lady at the concert last night like that.
No.
Yes,
A
the
Karen
landmark
at the
lady.
little
She was like,
baby
No.
"You have a wristband?
Oh no.
Go in the stands. Back it up. Back it up."
Oh no.
Lady, we're rushing the stands. You have no idea what you're in for.
Stewie went to the on-campus baby concert, which I don't even know if. I mean, it was kind of like the Tyrann Mathieu event earlier this week when I told people I went. People were like, "Huh?"
Yeah, the marketing team at LSU. What are we doing here?
Well, I mean, I don't know if you really wanted to market that.
Tyron?
I mean,
Little baby.
No, I mean-
Little baby. Older
Stewie
baby.
said the line was around Mickelson.
At
That's
like
insane.
5:30, the doors didn't open till 7:30. At 5:30, the line was from the door in the PMAC to the corner of Nicholson Drive, like across from a third.
Zero promotion.
Zero promo.
I mean, think if you pub it a couple of days on.
Katie would have been there.
Well, you can't promote it because they didn't sell tickets, so only to students.
They
what are
they
you
sold student
promoting?
guest tickets though.
Well, I
the
know, but
first
you had
day.
to be a student buying the ticket,
Yeah.
and did you take a guest? It wasn't me.
No, I did not take a guess.
What the hell?
I was looking for a guest though.
I
I
wanted
don't
to
think that was a different kind of guest.
How many
what you're
people? How many
thinking.
people do you think were in there last night?
I have a video. You just give me a guess. I would say probably like 3,000. I'm gonna go 3,000.
Wow,
Yeah.
How much does a PMAC hold?
13. But you probably had to cut off
Yeah,
half
you had
of
to
the
cut
stage.
half of it, right? Was
Yeah.
it cut in half?
It was like
Yeah, nobody wants to be behind the concert. Yeah.
probably like 3/4 of the PMAC was used.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's,
like
that's
the
more than
backside of the
3,000.
PMAC was. Yeah, it was a lot. Like when people started rushing the floor, it was like a
Free for all.
So, I
Yeah.
mean, this is an LSU event.
this is an LSU
put it
event.
on.
This is LSU
I wonder
student
how
government.
much LSU, so LSU student government puts it on.
Yeah.
They're the one that fits the bill. They're the one that
yeah,
fits the fee.
I think so.
I mean, I'd imagine that the baby's fee is got to be $200,000. Is that
It was Lil Baby.
conservative?
The baby, little baby.
Whatever.
Hey,
Little
baby.
Who it is?
Little baby.
Little baby.
I got to imagine his fee is six figures.
Who got him
Yes.
like the.
Six figures. 150.
Absolutely.
I would imagine that Tyrann Matthews' speaking fee is 200,000. Is that
I have
too
no
much?
clue. I
No,
don't know.
I don't even know what to guess.
Who pays for it?
Well,
That's
it's-
what that's my
If
question.
it was student government, there's also other things you have to get rappers, if I remember correctly, that the student government probably was very uncomfortable handling. You need like somebody like me or you.
Like stuff in your green room?
Yes. called the green room
400,000
for a
per
reason.
show is what
I was
Lil
about to say,
Baby
I'm looking at an
charges.
article
Wow.
from 2020, and he said 400,000 per show.
I mean,
LSU SG.
and you're not cutting any corners. You know
No.
what I mean?
No.
Yeah, gave any discounts.
Not to LSU student government. He probably raised the price. Bunch of nerds.
400,000.
Right?
Up that by 100K.
Yeah. And cash.
That's wild,
I
man.
know.
How was it, Stewie?
It was great. Honestly, yes, it was great.
Back it up.
He performed all the hits. You know, it's like any rapper would. Stayed out there for about an hour and a half.
That's good.
So yeah, we got our money's worth, quote unquote.
Yeah.
He had 6 chains on that. If it was dark in there, you could still see him.
I bet.
Yeah,
The
and
guiding light.
and some diamond rings.
Right.
Like he would have glue if the lights were off.
400,000 an appearance.
Just got a new chain.
Yeah.
Barker Brothers Plumbing and Works. You see the sweatshirt, BBW. We are number 1 and a number 2 business. They specialize in all works of plumbing, industrial, commercial. Get online. You can't. They got no website. Go to their social media. You can't. They got no social media. Only way you can get in touch with Barker Brothers is to call them 225-776-2431. 776-2431. Mention the Jordy Culotta Show. They take 15% off of the bottom line over there at Barker Brothers Plumbing and Works. 225-776-2431. Experienced carpenters and plumbers on staff to help you with any industrial remodel. They got 2 trucks a day working the Baton Rouge side of the river. They're located in Plaquemine on West Baton Rouge and West Baton Rouge, but over in East Baton Rouge, they got 2 trucks a day moving around. All you got to do is call them 225-776-2431, 225-776-2431. When we come back, Tasmin Mitchell, new LSU assistant to the head coach for the LSU basketball program, will be here
Assistant to the-
on the Jordy Culotta Show, driven and powered by Go Chevrolet. Do you have questions about your finances? Are you looking for recommendations from a skilled financial advisor? Get in touch with our friend Daniel Newman over at Edward Jones. You can find him easily by logging online and shooting him an email at daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. That is daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. Whether it is help with your 401k or just fiscal advice heading into the new season, get in touch with Daniel today. Best way to do it? Email him, daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. He's our experienced financial advisor. Let him be yours, daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. Do you have questions about
Go
Do you have
Chevrolet
questions
is proud
about your
to
finances? Are you looking for recommendations from a skilled financial advisor? Get in touch with our friend Daniel Newman over at Edward Jones. You can find him easily by logging online and shooting him an email at daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. That is daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. Whether it is help with your 401k or just fiscal advice heading into the new season, get in touch with Daniel today. Best way to do it? Email him, daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. He's our experienced financial advisor. Let him be yours, daniel.newman@edwardjones.com.
Hey y'all, it's Mikey from Mic'd Up. Catch us live every Monday and Wednesday, 11 to 1. Talk gambling, talk sports, have a ton of guests in here, get a little perspective from the athlete side of it. We got Lloyd in the house, Jay Mitch is in here a lot of the time. It's a fun show, great show. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you don't like it, it's fine. Make fun of us, it's okay. Just get us out there, share us out there. We having fun, we want to share our fun with you. Like I said, Mic'd Up, brought to you by Sterling Automotive. Every Monday through Wednesday, 11 to 1. Catch us live on YouTube, baby. See y'all.
Southern Eye Centers, located at 6859 Jefferson Highway right here in Baton Rouge, has been serving your eyes for over 40 years in the capital region. They offer friendly service in a helpful environment with the highest level of personal care to manage your eye health and vision needs. If you want more information, log online to southerneyecenters.com. That is southerneyecenters.com. Stop in and check out their beautiful office located on Jefferson Highway right here in the capital city. And remember, each time you walk in there and you mention the Jordy Culotta Show, Dr. Ann Shaw and Southern Eye Centers will take 25% off of their fantastic selection of sunglasses. All you got to do is mention the Jordy Culotta Show. Check them out. southerneyecenters.com and located at 6859 Jefferson Highway. Welcome back here to the Jordy Culotta Show, driven and powered by Go Chevrolet. Remember our friends over at Go Chevrolet, GEAUX Chevrolet.com. Got a used car lot in Baton Rouge on Sherwood Forest and Florida Boulevard. And out in LaPlace, you can find brand new cars as well. Big announcement yesterday from LSU Basketball as Coach Matt Mcmahon has announced his staff. It was great to see that Tasmin Mitchell was being retained and held over. One of the fan favorites in LSU Basketball history. The 1,000-point club. He is the third all-time leading scorer in LSU basketball history. A local product out of Denham Springs and one of the faces on that 2006 Final Four run. But since then has turned into a really good college basketball assistant coach and now turning into a college basketball administrator. As it was named yesterday, Matt McMahon is holding him over on staff and going to name him special assistant to the head coach. And Tasmin Mitchell is joining us in studio this Friday. It is good to see the man as he just pulled up in the studio. Good to see you, bro. How are you?
I'm okay, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Always welcome here. You see the one over in the corner. That is always a part of our studio, the Tasmin Mitchell game sign jersey from 06. But now, as a coach, bro, last month of your life, how would you recap that?
Oh, man, it's hard to recap that, man. But it was uncertain moments of my life, about a month. So about a month, it was a really uncertainty. It was like a big question mark. Yeah. So it's just been a whirlwind, man. But I just been praying up, staying prayed up, and just let God lead me where He wanted to lead me to.
tell us about Mac Mcmahon from your point of view, somebody who has been there since day one. You met him when he was introduced and now have seen him a couple of weeks on the job, putting a staff together and trying to get this LSU basketball program back on track. What do you make of your new boss?
Oh man, it's like I say, it's different from from Will, man. He's a great guy, man. He's a great guy, great person first of all. He just want to get everything situated, man. Want to get everything together, man. And try to lead these Tigers to the road that it was headed to.
Yeah.
That's all he's trying to do, man. He's not trying to take nobody's place, man.
Sure.
He's not. He's just trying to be him and bring his system in. That's all. And that speaks volume. That speaks volume.
How big is the challenge?
Oh man, it's a big challenge. I think it's a big challenge, man. But being that he took the job, man, and still with the challenge above us, man, it says a lot. It says a lot, man. And then we all want to be here during the turmoil, and whatever happens, we want to be here. And he wants to build. He wants to build from here. He didn't run away from the adversity, and that says a lot about a man like that.
Yeah. Taz, what do you, as an assistant coach, what do you think of the transfer portal, and what do you think of NIL stuff? How do you view that now? Somebody that you were such a high-end recruit, you were such a dominant player, and now you're on the other side kind of recruiting towards it. What's your view of that?
Oh, man, the transfer portal, I'm 50-50 on it because it can help us. 50-50, I'm 50-50 on it because it can help it, and it has helped us. We had Tari Eason last year, had Xavier Pinson, great pieces to the puzzle. I think it helped, but I think it also weakens today's society to basketball players, man. Not to go through adversity, what I'm saying? It's first sign that I don't like something, I'm out. Which I understand they have every right to do that, but me personally, I'm the type of person that's attack adversity head on, with coaching change and everything. I stayed through John Brady and then Trent Johnson. That was a shock, but I handled it. I didn't want to run from it because I was about the 3 letters on my chest. It's all about the 3 letters on your chest, man. Yeah. So that's what I played for, man. But the transfer portal, man, is good. It's great. It's good in some ways, and it also hinder you also because you'll lose your best player. Sometimes these teams will want to build around these players. They lose their best player to thinking that they have a better opportunity elsewhere, and it works out like that nowadays. So I'm 50-50 on it, man. As assistant coach, I want to recruit out of it, but it also shows that it's you can cop out. It's a cop out, but I mean it's okay.
Did you? I'm trying to find the best way to ask this question. Did you expect to lose your entire roster?
Not the entire roster, but I sort of kind of saw it coming. Because like I said, these guys were programmed, man. Will had the program going, and these guys were programmed to how his style, and so when something happened like that, it shocks them. It shocks them.
Sure.
When you're used to a certain way of life, and it shocks you.
Sure.
So I kind of figured it, man, and I wish them guys all the best, man. I love them boys, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's in the transfer portal. I love them guys.
Is it fair to say more in basketball than any other sport that kids recruit to a coach rather than the program?
Yes, nowadays it is. Nowadays it is.
It's more about the relationship, right?
It's more about the relationship. It's more about the relationship. And like I said, these guys didn't know Coach McMahon coming in, so it's a shock for them. So now what he's doing, the correct way to do it is getting to know these players. Getting to know them, want to build a relationship with them. Not trying to first say tell them what to do, but just trying to, hey, you know me, and I understand what you're going through. He understands everything they're going through, their mindset and everything. But he's just trying to get to know him, man. And so I think players go to more to the coaching.
Yeah.
Relationship.
Have you met any of the new guys that have transferred in? Have you met some of the guys that have?
No, not yet, because they hadn't started. They hadn't started coming in yet, man. We're still trying to lay this foundation first,
Do you know what the pitch is? Like the LSU basketball pitch, is it understood what you're more or less selling? Do you know what the future really looks like in what you're telling these guys?
No, man. It's our same message, man. You know, we can't tell you what's going to happen, but if you want to play team basketball, if you want to play for each other, you want to go through adversity and make you stronger and make you a better basketball player. You know what I'm saying? Come to us. We only want players who want to be here.
Yeah.
You know, because the guys that come here, especially with the cloud overs, let us know that they want to be here.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the guys we want. That's the guys we're going to take.
You mentioned Tari Eason, and he pledged to the NBA draft. And at times this year, there was talk of him possibly being a top first-round pick, a first-round pick, maybe even a lottery pick. What did you see from his game? How did you see him grow, and where do you expect him to go?
Oh man, Tar is a great talent, man. Great kid as well. You know, he got better under Will Wade's under our system, and you know that's what Coach Wade does, man. He that's why he came here. You know, that's why guys came here. You know what I'm saying? You know, Coach Wade is an offensive genius. You know what I'm saying? He put people in position to succeed at the high level, and he get the best out of them, and that's what happened with Tar. You know, he didn't see this coming from Cincinnati to here, and the system just worked for him, and I think he's a great talent. I think he's a first-round talent.
You have a good judge of where SEC basketball has been, where it is, and where it's going. What do you make of the league right now? It seems like it's filled with the best facilities, the best coaches, the best players. I know that the Big 12 just won another national championship with Kansas after Baylor won it last season. But your view of SEC basketball, what do you make of it?
I think the SEC basketball is the number one conference in basketball right now. You know, it used to be the ACC, used to be the Big East. Now it's the SEC. You know, we creating pros, man. We generating a lot of revenues for the TV and the SEC, man, and people in the front office, man. People in the front office, they got it going.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they got it going, man. I think we got a lot of pros. Jabari Smith, a lot of pros coming out the SEC. So I think right now we holding the torch. As for we didn't win the national championship, but we had a lot of guys and we had a lot of teams in the tournament, and we had a lot of teams ranked throughout the season. So that speaks volume of the SEC.
What is the role of an assistant to the head coach? Where do you kind of shift your priorities now? What's your day-to-day operations look like?
Oh man, just basically with the players here, man. You know what I'm saying? Building relationship with him as well. You know what I'm saying? I just want to learn how to run a program, because I want to be a head coach one day. You know what I'm saying? So this is me, watching him, the day-to-day operations of how it's supposed to be done. You know, just taking a step back and just watching everything, and so I can sharpen my tools and wits about leading the program.
Yeah. How does NIL affect what you guys are doing? How much emphasis? I know that the coaches can't tell the players where to go, but you have to be cognizant of what NIL means to recruiting and to the sport. How do you guys view it?
I tell you what, I wish the NIL was there when I played basketball.
I'm telling you.
Oh man,
especially in 06.
Oh,
y'all would have made so much money.
Yes, indeed, man. It's
much money.
It's crazy, but I mean, I like it, man. I mean, NIL helps out a lot, man. Because we got some major people on side of LSU that that can help that can help out these guys the right way. You know what I'm saying, in the correct way. So, I agree with it, man. I like it. It gives the players an opportunity to be more than just a student athlete. You know what I'm saying? You want to market yourself and business and stuff.
Mwani Wilkinson said that he's considering coming back to LSU. I know your relationship would be vital in that. What do you what you think he could do, but how have you seen Mwani's game grow and evolve?
Oh man, Mwani's a great kid, man. Great parents, man. He come from a solid family background, and like I said, when he went into the transfer portal, I told him I support you, man. I said I would love to have you back. I would love to have you back, man, but I support you. I try not to just, hey, man, come on back to school. I just try to keep my relationship how it is with him. So, I support him, man, and I hope, and personally, I hope he come back to LSU.
Yeah.
Because I think he could be a really great player if he utilized more.
Great for the program.
Great for the program, man.
Great
solid
for the program.
guy, man. Gonna be a great solid 4-year player, man. Who plays for LSU, So I'm always I'm always keyed and geared into those guys like that, man. And Juan is one of those guys.
Yeah. I know this is a tough time for the program, but I know there are a lot of people that are happy and proud that you're still a part of it, and gives a lot of people hope that this thing can be turned around and headed in the right direction like it was for the last couple of years. I know that this is a great challenge, but something that you look forward to because of the love that you have for LSU, really?
Oh, yeah, man, the love I have for LSU. I mean, it's just like, going back to Will, man, I appreciate him for the opportunity, man. He gave me an opportunity, man, and I appreciate him for that. I'm forever thankful for that, you know. Yeah, man, that's I'm like, again, I'm all about these 3 letters, man. The 3 letters mean a lot. The 3 letters mean a lot to me. My entire life. Even when I left and came back, it was always in my heart. So me being back, man, and me being the only one that's left, from the previous staff, man, I'm grateful. I'm humble. I'm thankful. I give glory to God for that. Because I prayed about it, and my family prayed about it, my peers prayed about it, and so. I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for the opportunity that I had with Will, and I'm also thankful for this opportunity I have with Matt.
Yeah. A great representative of our state, Louisiana, LSU, says he wants to be a head basketball coach. I'd imagine that he'll do that very soon. He's got my vote to be the mayor of Denham Springs whenever he chooses to run, because it seems like that would be a perfect fit. My guy, Tasmin Mitchell, it's great to see you, bro. Proud of you, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Tasmin Mitchell joining us here in studio for a couple of minutes. Daily, we're brought to you by Morales Roll-Offs. Get over and see our friends Clyde Morales and his crew over at Morales Roll-Offs. They're on Airline Highway. They're also online at moralesrolloffs.com. If you are a contractor and you've already got an established relationship put together with a dumpster company, with a roll-off guy, give Clyde and the crew a chance over at Morales Roll-Offs. You'll see their pricing is very competitive. They can help you out with great customer service, and you see they got the experience. They come from the construction background, so they understand the industry very well. They also have U-Hauls for rent over there. They can help you out if you're looking to move, whether it's office to office, put place in storage, stuff in storage, or moving out of your house, and you need a U-Haul. Get in touch with Morales Roll-Offs today at moralesrolloffs.com. All right, we'll go up to New York. We'll talk to Ben Mintz and Nathan Velasquez coming up over the next 30 minutes. And don't forget, Foodie Friday coming your way here at 8:45 this morning. Compliments of our friends over at Iverstine's will be eaten here on this Friday edition of the Jordy Culotta Show. Rolling on here on this Friday. Compliments of Go Chevrolet. Your finances? Are you looking for recommendations from a skilled financial advisor? Get in touch with our friend Daniel Newman over at Edward Jones. You can find him easily by logging online and shooting him an email at daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. That is daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. Whether it is help with your 401k or just fiscal advice heading into the new season, get in touch with Daniel today. Best way to do it? Email him, daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. He's our experienced financial advisor. Let him be yours, daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. Announce Go Express Auto Sales, the new used car lot located in the capital city of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, at 11522 Florida Boulevard. Go Express Auto Sales is online at goexpressautosales.com, or you can search them on Facebook and social media at Go Express Auto Sales, the newest addition to the family of Go Chevrolet. Remember, Go Chevrolet is located down in LaPlace, Louisiana, but now welcoming aboard Go Express, the new used car lot located in Baton Rouge, Louisiana at 11522 Florida Boulevard. Do you have questions about your finances? Are you looking for recommendations from a skilled financial advisor? Get in touch with our friend Daniel Newman over at Edward Jones. You can find him easily by logging online and shooting him an email at daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. That is daniel.newman at edwardjones.com. Whether it is help with your 401k or just fiscal advice heading into the new season, get in touch with Daniel today. Best way to do it? Email him, daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. He's our experienced financial advisor. Let him be yours. daniel.newman@edwardjones.com.
The Jordy Culotta Show is brought to you daily by Morales Roll-Offs. Morales Roll-Offs provides dumpster rentals for residential and commercial needs in Baton Rouge and surrounding areas. Morales has roll-off dumpsters ranging from 10 yards to 40 yards to accommodate all of your disposal needs. Search online, moralesrolloffs.com.
Southern Eye Centers, located at 6859 Jefferson Highway right here in Baton Rouge, has been serving your eyes for over 40 years in the capital region. They offer friendly service in a helpful environment with the highest level of personal care to manage your eye health and vision needs. If you want more information, log online to southerneyecenters.com. That is southerneyecenters.com. Stop in and check out their beautiful office located on Jefferson Highway right here in the capital city. And remember, each time you walk in there and you mention the Jordy Culotta Show, Dr. Ann Shaw and Southern Eye Centers will take 25% off of their fantastic selection of sunglasses. All you got to do is mention the Jordy Culotta Show. Check them out. southerneyecenters.com and located at 6859 Jefferson Highway.
Hey y'all, it's Mikey from Mic'd Up. Catch us live every Monday and Wednesday, 11 to 1. Talk gambling, talk sports, have a ton of guests in here, get a little perspective from the athlete side of it. We got Lloyd in the house, Jay Mitch is in here a lot of the time. It's a fun show, great show. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you don't like it, it's fine. Make fun of us, it's okay. Just get us out there, share us out there. We having fun, we want to share our fun with you. Like I said, Mic'd Up, brought to you by Sterling Automotive. Every Monday through Wednesday, 11 to 1. Catch us live on YouTube, baby. See y'all.
Hey, Foodie Friday coming your way here. Compliments of Iverstine's. We want to welcome to our studio this morning special guests, Coach Madeline Gugich. Did I say that right?
Episcopal girls volleyball coach. Yes.
Coach Madeline, Coach Taylor Wharton, who is the varsity girls basketball coach over at Episcopal. Coach Mark Engstrom, who is
He's not here.
He is not here.
The principal didn't make it.
Nice. He caught the memo.
Yes.
This is an anti-principal zone. That's right.
Sophie probably cornered him and was like, don't go.
We'll hang out with all the PE teachers and basketball coaches that you want to send over. Keep the principals.
Yes.
But Coach Brant Martin is here as well. They were our Episcopal auction winners from earlier this year. I want to welcome them into our studio over here at Effemm Digital Media, watching this morning of the Jordy Culotta Show, and we will feed them compliments of Iverstine's coming up here for our Foodie Friday segment. We're going to talk to Nathan Velasquez coming up here in a couple of minutes. We'll get the latest from Nate as he'll check in on our Hollywood Minute and the 5-Minute Critic, so stick around. Coming up at around 8:30, and then we're going to check in with Ben Mintz in a couple
right
of
now.
minutes.
Here we
See
go.
Mintzy right now.
Our first dive back into the video calls after earlier this week when I had
so
my
scared.
first meltdown.
No.
First Meltdown. I hear him.
I'm not even hot-headed.
Mintzy, are you there? Good morning.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
I know y'all asked for headphones. I lost my headphones earlier this week.
So you don't have headphones?
No, but do I sound okay?
Yes.
You sound
Sound great.
beautiful. You sound
So
gorgeous.
Lloyd live.
No, I just know which way it works.
Wow.
But for Mintzy magic, dude, I can't.
Mintzy.
How can I stop the guy? He's a
It's
miracle
great
worker.
to see you. It's great to talk to you here on this Friday morning, buddy. Your trip down south looked like a huge success last week. Let's start. I don't know where to start. Hogs for the Calls. It looked like y'all killed it with Team Portnoy. And then the national championship weekend and Final Four weekend, I don't know if it could have gone any better, at least from the basketball standpoint. What was the experience like, Mintzy?
Oh, man, it was just a huge throwdown all weekend. I don't see how it could have been any more fun. You mentioned Hogs. I've never run anything like that before. We had 23 people on that team, and it just on a greater level, though, you get a platform like I have right now, you got to use it for some good. And I've been really passionate about Hogs since I've been attending it since 2012. And, we raised 50,000 in like 2 weeks. I mean, that's certainly nothing to sneeze at. I thought that was a really good first-year effort for the families fighting child cancer. I don't know a better cause to support. And I think it set a great foundation for what we're going to do in 2023 and beyond. And even more than that, I just can't get over seeing Dave Portnoy and Big Cat walking out UNO Lakefront to Hogs. That was just one of those things where, me and the Hogs marketing guys have been kind of building that relationship now for a couple of years. And I was the MC last year, and we really wanted to, eventually kind of lead the horse to water on that. And, seeing all the Barstool people that were in town for the Final Four, I mean, they came out there for 3 hours and had an amazing time, had great reviews. And so, and it got so wild out. The Hogs Friday night, the late night gets so wild. I mean, like nuts. And Juvenile and Manny Fresh out there till 2:30 or 3 a.m. And then we had Iceman Special DJing at our tent till like 3:45 a.m. I mean, it was nuts. Jesus. So that was a
Did you sleep out there?
huge. Yeah, I know.
Did you sleep at all?
Sleep. What are you
Did you
talking
sleep?
about?
I got there by Saturday. I got some sleep and got there Saturday by 10:30 a.m., but everybody else is dragging ass. But I had to get on some people to get there. But it was a great success. And Hogs is really one of my favorite events of the year. And then the Final Four couldn't have been more fun. I mean, I've been to the Final Four. I went in 03 in NOLA, but I've never been to the national championship game. And for that to be my first one, I mean, that game was spectacular. What a comeback by Kansas. And I had like a free upper deck ticket. And at halftime, my buddies were 20 rows behind the Kansas bench and 111. They're like, dude, we got 2 seats by us. Come see us. So I ended up right in the heart of the Kansas section by like near Paul Pierce for that comeback. And just awesome week. And just so great. I keep saying this on here, but just seeing New Orleans thriving again after the last 2 years, because obviously it's been a really tough 2 years for the city. And so I just love seeing it. And I don't know how it could have really been a more fun week. And then also I had a really good time Friday and Monday at Walk-Ons for our Barstool Live show. They didn't even really plan on putting me on stage on Monday. I was on stage Friday. And there were just so many Mintzy chants in the audience. They had to do it. And so I thought that was pretty fun. I'm not going to lie.
It was great to see Portnoy's tweet come out about the city of New Orleans. It was the first time he had kind of stayed down there on an extended stay and really was almost embarrassed to admit how much he had fallen in love with the place. What have the conversations been like since Dave has left South Louisiana, and you can tell the impact that the city of New Orleans had on him in just a 4-day stay?
Yeah, look, he said, I saw him Monday morning at breakfast. He was like, Mintzy, you didn't send me enough recs. I'm like, dude, check your email. But basically, he said he had a spectacular time. And the thing with Dave, I mean, he's just so approachable and takes it to the people, and I just love that about him. And, y'all seen all the videos. He had all the pizza reviews. We saw him at Blue Oak Barbecue, which is obviously a favorite of yours and mine. I love those guys. Dave coming to Hogs, Walk-Ons. I mean, he just hit it hard. He did it all. And I knew he'd love it. New Orleans, what's not to love is, I'm so glad that he had that experience, because you look at the future, Barstool and Louisiana have really been building a good thing even before I got there. The Louisiana Barstool stuff was really picking up with LSU and part of my take in 19, and it just keeps building and building. And now that the app's there, they're already talking about a college football show coming to Baton Rouge for fall for sure. Which will be awesome. And, I just love seeing Barstool and Louisiana keep building. And Dave loving New Orleans, let's be honest, probably good for my job security.
Absolutely, it is. It is. And it felt like a perfect marriage. It felt like it made a lot of sense of Dave falling in love with the city down there. What have you seen since leaving there? I mean, you mentioned everybody chanting your name to get on stage and how much of a brand you have built down in this part of the country. What is the wake you leave behind after a stretch like that where you make such an impact on not only the company, but really this geography? I mean, this part of the country.
Man, it's awesome. I honestly feel like personally I make more of an impact, I think. And y'all see it. I think when I'm on the road, I shine more than I do when I'm in the office, to be honest. I mean, I think I'm not saying I'm so glad I moved up here because it built all the relationships I have in Barstool now. And if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be near where I am. But, I mean, I've been back 2 or 3 days, and I'm already ready to get on the road.
Are you ever in the office? You're always out.
Yeah, well, I am. I'm headed there in a minute. But it feels like I've been in the office about 10 to 14 days a month lately, and that's probably what's going to continue. I'll definitely keep coming back and coming up here. But my job, look, what do they want me to do at Barstool? Build the South, build Louisiana, doing college baseball, doing all the other stuff I'm doing. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm back out on the road before you know it. I really kind of think, in a weird way, I've really thought about this a lot lately. I'm kind of building a little bit of I don't know what to say, an alternate American lifestyle kind of thing, but where I just go do all this stuff and then talk about it and promote businesses. And I'm kind of trying to figure out how to turn that into a brand. Everybody does, for example, everybody has a college baseball pod or a jam band pod. I want to figure out a way to immerse all this into a Mintzy world brand.
A wanderer, Mintz. Be a wanderer.
Yeah,
for God's sake, you've been wandering the earth for a decade.
Yeah, exactly. And just people love it. People love following it. And so I'm kind of racking my brain on that as we speak.
Document the music, document the food, document the bets, document the chemicals, document it all, bro.
The chemicals.
Just hitting it. And so I kind of am trying to figure that out because here's the thing in media, and Jordy, y'all have done a really good job with this. I'll give y'all a big compliment. You can't worry about what other people are doing. You got to worry about what makes you unique and what makes you shine. And all these people always worry about comparing themselves to others and all that stuff. And I used to do it. I mean, I definitely used to do it. I'm Shreveport. But I think I'm doing well because I'm just me. And what makes me unique and what makes me tick and what am I passionate about? And I think, the more and more I've gone that route, the more and more success I've had. So that's kind of what I'm leaning on.
Amen, Mintzy. How are we feeling about this college baseball wave that we are building? It looks like the gambling lines and all what you've been pushing for is really starting to take shape. Are you starting to see the interest pick up from that part of the country, or at least the company behind you?
Yeah, a little bit. It's definitely coming. The thing is, and I knew this, was through the Final Four, everybody's worried about the NCAA tourney. And then you look at this weekend, everybody's worried about the Masters. But behind this, the next 10 weeks through Omaha, I'm just gonna really crank it up. But that's kind of how Barstool's so much about what's in the now and what's important now. So it's coming. I mean, I think the college baseball lines have already been a success because it's just bringing in more money. But the real big push is still coming. As I know we're hitting right now is week 4 of SEC. And we still got 6-7 weeks of that. And I'm trying to make the SEC tournament and do some stuff with the NCAA tourney again. So big college baseball push. I've been doing some of it, but I've been focused more on the Louisiana and Hogs and stuff. It's coming starting really early next week. And really looking forward to that's kind of my content. I mean, I've got everything figured out that I want to do all the way through late July. There's just so much I want to do this year.
Mintzy, hearing any things out of LSU for spring football?
Man, I've been following it a little bit. I'm real curious, man. They hit the transfer portal so hard. I'm curious what y'all think. What are expectations for next year? Is this kind of one of those win 8, get it going the right way, that's good? Or like people like what are people hoping for here?
No, I think 8 or 9 wins would be a huge success at this point.
Yeah, I just think that you talked about it for so much at the end of it, but man, the roster transition and turnover. I mean, they had 36 guys out there in the Texas Bowl. I know that they're doing a great job in the transfer portal, and man, I got to be honest, Jordy. I know you and I both hung out with Joe Sloan at Earl of Palooza on St. Patty's. He's excited about that quarterback room, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like, I've known Joe a while, and he is pumped. And I think that gave me a little more optimism just feeling his enthusiasm toward it. I think people are sleeping on Jaden Daniels a little bit.
No, they are. You know who I believe people are sleeping on? Is Nussmeier. It really feels like Nussmeier has a chance to be a dark horse in this thing and possibly win it. What's some of the Ole Miss storylines?
Man, Ole Miss storylines are it's just Lane, what he does in the transfer portal. I think we got 12 or 13 new starters out of the transfer portal. I mean, it's just college football free agency, and it's just so brilliant how he uses it. They're playing it up like Jackson Dart and Luke Altmaier in a quarterback competition, but I don't believe it for 1 second. I mean, of course you're going to say that, but you don't get Jackson Dart to transfer to USC to sit behind a guy who hadn't started a game. Like, I just can't see it. So, and then Ole Miss got 5 running backs from SMU and a 5-star from TCU. They really have been working on beefing up the depth on the D-line because that's always been like Ole Miss's weakness. When you look at like the top teams of the SEC, they don't have as much depth in the trenches. But man, I think they're going to be good. I thought it was going to be a rebuilding year, especially when they lost so much of the coaching staff. But I mean, he murdered that transfer portal, and so I think Jackson Dart should be good. They got a ton of new guys on defense, but I just got faith that they're going to do a good job. My one concern was the defensive coordinator, Durkin, left for A&M, which you can't blame him. I'm sure, obviously, they bought him off. But Chris Kiffin, Lane Kiffin's brother, was coming back to college. He was the D-line coach of the Browns, used to coach at Ole Miss under Freeze. He was coming back to coach the defense, and I was pumped about that. Man, he got back for 5 weeks and just said, the hell with this, I'm out, and went back to Cleveland. I don't know if it's like the new NIL stuff or what happened with college or falling out, but he wasn't feeling it. So Ole Miss hired the Western Kentucky defensive coordinator, which I don't know. That gives me a little pause for concern. So if there's a concern, it's on that end.
Yeah, and Chris Kiffin was a hell of a recruiter too.
Great D-line coach. So I was so excited to get him back. And then, I'm not saying the new guy I don't know, but, I definitely have some questions about bringing somebody from CUSA at the last minute after everybody else was taken. You know what I'm saying?
Mintzy, what's the plans this weekend? You just settling in and watching Augusta?
So one of my good LSU buddies lives in D.C., and him and his wife have a big Sunday Masters party every year. So I'm going to take the train to D.C. tomorrow and hang out till Monday. And then actually, this will be fun. The Destroyer's been sitting in the bullpen just collecting dust since I bricked the World Series main in November. I actually booked a flight yesterday, heading to play World Series of Poker, Cherokee, North Carolina, mid-next week.
Let's go, Mintzy.
Oh, yeah, dude. Well, Barstool hadn't seen it, but, I'm damn good at poker. Nobody knows that at Barstool because I didn't do very good in the main last year. But I'm looking forward to hitting a few of those events. And then, some South stuff. I'm trying to make Ole Miss. Tell Katie I'm going to the Ole Miss Mississippi State baseball series in Oxford in a few weeks.
I'm sure you are.
Nice.
Yeah, for double decker, and it's Ole Miss spring game.
I forgot they do double decker. That's a good weekend for that.
Oh yeah, trombone shorty and revival. It's not bad.
Fun.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, so I've
Mintzy
got
with a little
plenty
New Orleans
coming
touch.
up. We're just getting started. Trying to make. I got Ole Miss LSU May 12th through 14th in Baton Rouge on my tentative calendar too.
Great.
Put the man on the road. Let him live in the South, for God's sakes. He's a legend.
I think it'd be really funny if I sat in the LSU student section for that Ole Miss LSU.
You
series.
definitely should.
You should.
Balcony
you have
Bengals,
to.
bro. We got you. It's done.
I think that would be. I'm kind of debating that. I think that might be something good.
Mintzy, have a great weekend, man. Enjoy New York City
Thank y'all for having
in the
me,
spring.
man.
We'll talk
I
to you
like
soon.
the video call. I think this video call format went well. I like it. I love to see what y'all are trying.
Thank you, Mintzy.
Later, buddy.
Take it easy, boys.
That was like a laugh,
That
not
was
a
a
throat
great
clear.
one.
That was the best one
That
of all
was an
time.
all-timer. That was the one seed, for God's sake.
On video.
Brought to you by Relief Med, our good friend Ben Mintz. Jump over to reliefmed.com, RELEAF med.com. What a weekend for Relief Med. I'd imagine that sales are through the roof. Got to be spiking here with Augusta National, Tiger Woods in contention. You're taking off of work. You've already taken the day off, or you're thinking about how you're not going to go into the office, how you're going to cheat your boss out of your paycheck today, making him believe that you are working while the whole time you're just relief medded up on your couch watching Tiger Woods
play golf.
That's it, man. He doesn't tee off until 1:30 noon.
Nooner.
Golly, you got a couple of more hours to get yourself out of it. Get over to Relief Med. Make sure and use the promo code Jordy1. Jordy1 is the promo code to get your discount on medical marijuana issued by the state of Louisiana. This is grown on Southern and LSU's campus and is distributed to you, the citizen. All you got to do is jump over to Relief Med, RELEAF med.com. Reliefmed.com is where you find
Citizens Unite.
Jordy1. All right, we saw the cooking couple is here, FM_food. Make sure you are following them on social media to keep up with the latest. We're about to eat. We've got our special visitors inside the studio this morning from Episcopal. We've got Coach Warden, Coach Gugich, Brant Martin, Coach Ingstrom. Good Lord.
Look at that pour.
God.
What is that, butter?
Oh, my God.
It's the superfood.
Oh my gosh, that looks amazing.
Look. All
Look at
off the
that.
bone.
Goodness gracious. Relief Med.
Episcopal coaches, y'all are welcome to go in there and check that cooking out.
Yes.
Grab as much as you can with both hands.
We'll be back. More of the Jordy Culotta Show, driven and powered by Go Chevrolet. Hit that like button, share button, comment button.
The show's essentially over now. Jordy's just going to eat.
Hey y'all, it's Mikey from Mic'd Up. Catch us live every Monday and Wednesday, 11 to 1. Talk gambling, talk sports, have a ton of guests in here, get a little perspective from the athlete side of it. We got Lloyd in the house, Jay Mitch is in here a lot of the time. It's a fun show, great show. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you don't like it, it's fine. Make fun of us, it's okay. Just get us out there, share us out there. We're having fun, we want to share our fun with you. Like I said, Mic'd Up, brought to you by Sterling Automotive. Every Monday through Wednesday, 11 to 1. Catch us live on YouTube, baby. See y'all.
Looking to book a dumpster but no idea how? We've made it quick and easy for you. Check out our website at moralesrolloffs.com. Let Morales Roll-Offs know your desired delivery date, and finally, provide your contact details. To make payment, look out for an email invoice with all your booking details. On delivery day, our driver will notify you through text and email that your dumpster is ready and on the way. Now you know how easy and convenient it is. Call Morales Roll-Offs at 225-427-0000 for your dumpster.
Southern Eye Centers, located at 6859 Jefferson Highway right here in Baton Rouge, has been serving your eyes for over 40 years in the capital region. They offer friendly service in a helpful environment with the highest level of personal care to manage your eye health and vision needs. If you want more information, log online to southerneyecenters.com That is southerneyecenters.com. Stop in and check out their beautiful office located on Jefferson Highway right here in the capital city. And remember, each time you walk in there and you mention the Jordy Culotta Show, Dr. Ann Shaw and Southern Eye Centers will take 25% off of their fantastic selection of sunglasses. All you got to do is mention the Jordy Culotta Show. Check them out. southerneyecenters.com and located at 6859 Jefferson Highway. All right, welcome back here to the Jordy Culotta Show, driven and powered by Go Chevrolet. Here on this Friday, the cooking couple is inside of the studio cooking up some pork shoulders right now that we just went and grabbed a taste test of, and is fantastic. It is looking forward to our Foodie Friday segment, compliments of Iverstine's. Once again, welcome into our studio this morning. A couple of coaches from Episcopal are over here who won the auction. Coach Wharton, Coach Gugich, and Coach Martin are all a part of the studio this morning, so it's great to see them and have them in the studio. They'll have some great food coming up here. Compliments of our friends over at Iverstine's. As there they are. Go Knights! The Episcopal Knights, the brain trust of the Knights right there, the entire athletic department. Randy Richard and the crew over there do a great job, so it's good to see the coaches here this morning. All right, let's go back up to New York City. It's for the our Hollywood segment, our 5-minute critic, Nathan Velasquez. It'd be incredible if we can pull off this video call back to back.
I think we can.
Lloyd might end up getting a raise. Lloyd's gone from getting fired
to hired
to hired to possibly
corner office
to a raise in a corner office. Let's see if we can hear Nathan Velasquez. Nate, are you there? Good morning.
How's it going?
I got scared for a second.
Look at this guy. Nate, it's good to see you.
Good to see you guys. I almost threw Lloyd under the bus because, like, literally 5 seconds ago, I dropped my phone behind this desk.
And I saw it, Nate.
We're all good, though. We're all good.
I thought you were trying to pull a prank. I thought you were doing a dastardly deed and trying to do a prank. I was like, please don't do this to me, Nate. Not today. It's Friday.
No,
don't give him too much time to think about it.
We have guests here.
Embarrass me in front of my new friends.
Nathan, last week we were talking about a couple of your reviews that were coming up, including the Royal Tenenbaums. How was that review? And tell us what you have coming up on the channel today.
Yeah, so that review is coming out later today on the channel, so subscribe to 5 Minute Critic. I think Wes Anderson, this is Wes Anderson's, I would say, best movie.
Same.
He's probably one of the most recognizable filmmakers working today. And if you don't even know who Wes Anderson is, if you don't know the name and tie it to the movies, you have more than likely, you'd be able to recognize the style. Like, very nostalgic. The characters are always very quirky. There's always kind of like a serious but very silly vibe that's fighting all the time. Like, his style is very fun. It's very fun, but not silly at all, and incredibly nostalgic. I think that is the Royal Tenenbaums is the best that he's done. Also, one thing a lot of people don't know, Owen Wilson and Wes Anderson both wrote Royal Tenenbaums, so Owen Wilson has actually been nominated for Best Writing at the Oscars.
That.
Wow.
It really, yeah.
Did you watch it yet,
Really
Jordy? That was
movie.
your
Like,
assignment. Jordy.
I'm not.
It's good.
You
The thing is, you would love it.
You would love it. You got to watch it.
It's a stacked cast. You've got Angelica Houston, Gene Hackman, Owen Wilson, Ben Stiller, Gwyneth Paltrow, Luke Wilson, Owen Wilson. Like, oh yeah,
So
it's
good.
a
budget
great
on this
movie.
film.
It's a Yeah, no, and they actually didn't even make it for a huge budget. That's one thing that Wes Anderson does great. He's like an independent filmmaker, does not work with huge budgets, but his movies always look like they're blockbusters. They're really, really entertaining. Really, really great movies.
And then next week
next what's coming up?
Yeah, go ahead. Go
ahead.
I was talking about Sunshine.
No, next week Sunshine. This is one, if you're not a fan of sci-fi movies, I would recommend you check out this movie, because it plays out much more like a disaster movie than a sci-fi movie. Essentially, it's in the not-so-distant future, the sun is slowly burning out, so everything on Earth is freezing. So this small crew of people has to deliver an atomic bomb the size of Manhattan into the sun. So they build this weird ship that makes it that they're able to get close to the sun without burning out. It's from Danny Boyle, who made like 28 Days Later, Slumdog Millionaire, 127 Hours, very like frenetic energy, and it's starring Cillian Murphy, the great Cillian Murphy.
I like him
so
a
yeah,
lot.
that's an awesome movie. It does not get enough attention. Yeah, so I'd recommend check that out. We'll be talking that next week. It's really fantastic.
Nathan, since the last time we have spoken, the Grammys have come and gone, and New Orleans had a huge president at the Grammys. No drama like the Oscars did. And now we're talking about the sanctions.
Jokes.
Yes, a lot of jokes. Now they're talking about sanctions. The Academy has announced sanctions on Will Smith. What did you make of them?
So the sanctions are actually going to be announced today. So we don't know exactly what they're going to do yet. Will Smith essentially, he made the best move that you could, because what they were saying last week, the Academy was saying they were going to more than likely ban him for 10 years, make it at least. Saying you can't win any Oscars. Any movie that you're a producer on cannot win any Oscars. You're not allowed to come to these events. You're not allowed to do any of this. You know, your business ties are crippled in this industry. And so that was kind of what the rumor was. So the day after that kind of got out as the rumor, Will Smith resigned from the Academy. So now they literally can't do anything to him, because they're not able to.
Right.
It'll be interesting to see how far they go and what they say. But now they're like, well, now he's not a member. We can't, put any any restraints on someone that isn't even in our organization. So that means he can still function within the Academy. So it'll be interesting to see what they decide. The one that's really more powerful is the industry reaction. A week before the Oscars, there was a huge blockbuster Netflix movie with Will Smith, and they lost their director, and they were working around the clock to get a new director put on this thing. The day after the slap happens, movie's now on pause. Bad Boys 4 is on pause. Apple TV and Netflix were in like $100 million bidding war for a Will Smith biopic. That's not happening now anymore. So it's not really even, so we'll see what the Academy decides to do today. I don't even think that's as big a deal as it is all the movie studios that are now like, I don't think anyone likes this guy anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone likes him anymore right now.
Did I see that Apple and Netflix are canceling his projects?
Yeah, that's the thing. There was they just came out with he just came out with that book. He just came out with a book.
Uh-huh.
So they optioned off his story for a movie. And so essentially what happens, all the studios then they're in a bidding war. They're deciding, who's going to pay the most money for his story. And now everyone pulled their submissions back. No one
What
cares
book?
about making that movie.
Just like about his life?
It was almost like a
I think it was like a memoir. I think it was called Will, or I think it came out last year or early this year. It was an even more of a tell-all. I think everyone wants that family to stop with all the tell-alls. We don't need to
Yeah, we really
hear
do
anything
need to
else
quit
about
with
that
that.
family. I don't. It's just make some movies.
Huge day for the 5-Minute Critic tomorrow on the interview. Looking forward to the interview with the entertainment lawyer to really discuss a lot of the stuff going on with Alec Baldwin and what's circling around Hollywood with him.
So, yeah, we've been following the Alec Baldwin story for a few months now, and every single time it comes up, there's, always just a wall. I don't know exactly what's going on behind the scenes, and so, yeah, we got an entertainment lawyer. That interview, actually, it's coming out later this evening. It'll premiere on YouTube, and he takes us through essentially what the different scenarios are and what is most likely. It's either really, I'm not going to give everything away, but it's essentially either going to be seen as a workplace matter. So the production company is screwed, which, has ties to Alec Baldwin because he's the financer of the movie. And then if it comes out, if someone says something stupid, if one text comes out that there was any malice involved, then someone's probably going to go to jail. The biggest thing really from the interview that, be willing to say before it comes out is he said this thing's probably going to go on for like 10 years. He said, expect this is going to go on. Unless someone is charged with murder, Like at any moment, if that doesn't happen, this is going to be a 10-year thing.
Goodness gracious, man. How that is tragic.
Yeah.
Nathan, I see the sunshine creeping in behind you. Is it going to be a sunny weekend in New York City? What's the weather looking like?
It is. It's supposed to be sunny. It's supposed to be warm. It's supposed to be, the allergies are already going a little bit, but we're going to fight through that.
Good,
Not
though.
going to be a big deal.
Yep.
It's all good. It's all good. No, it's supposed to be a great weekend.
5 Minute
Absolutely.
Critic.
No,
Follow
yeah,
him on social media. Follow him on YouTube. Make sure you keep up with him, and you can catch him here every Friday, a part of the Jordy Culotta Show. Have a great weekend. We'll talk again next week.
You guys too.
All right, there he is, checking in. Back-to-back phone calls, video there pulled off by Lloyd Courtney.
Feels
My
great.
guy.
Feels great to be a winner again.
Kept your job.
That's right.
Why is everybody super
I know,
chatting
there's
us
a
by the
bidding war
cents?
going on
Like,
in
why is
the-
it going up by 1 cent
Well,
each
because they
time?
don't want
What
to
did
do
I
too
miss?
much money, but there's a bidding war just to who is the
What are we bidding on?
just to clout who wants to be the biggest bidder on the show today, which
Okay.
I greatly appreciate.
I'm not going to argue. Keep it coming.
No,
but
but
I'm
2012 is still up there.
curious.
So 2012 going once, 2012. If anybody wants to top that, do it, Cody Boudreaux. Do it again. His life's out of town.
Remember, Daily, we're brought to you by Johnsaw and Spillers, our friends over at Johnsaw and Spillers, a couple of locations. If you are looking for any dental needs today, Gonzales and Baton Rouge, they can help you out online. JohnsonSpillers.com. General dentistry, pediatric dentistry, all of that they can help you out with. They can even help you out with a tooth implant like they did for me. Still going through the process, about to wrap it up with our friends over at Johnsaw and Spillers.
We've been
Let
going
them
through
help
this
you out
process
tonight.
for a long
A year.
time.
Yeah, a year.
Has it been a year?
It's been a year. It's been a hell of a run.
Jeez.
Do you think you'll get on the website?
I don't want to be on the website.
You need to be on the
I don't wanna be
website.
on
So that'd be their best testimonial.
Like the before and after the day your
Was
teeth
that
fell
me
out.
on the website?
What?
Go back to that. Was that me?
Wait, no way. Was it
Nah,
you?
I'm just kidding. I'm just-
It's a beautiful family you have, Jordy. That's another beautiful family you have, Jordy.
There you are.
Here I am on the right.
There you are in the middle.
You should be
I
on the
used to
site.
have hair like that.
I mean, would you rather have hair or that unibrow?
Well, I can have a unibrow by 4 if you need
You
one.
could have
Yeah,
a unibrow
For
by
sure.
4.
I mean, I am Hollywood casting of a unibrow if anybody needs one.
Is
I
that that
swear-
kid grown up? He has a unibrow too.
Well, that's his dad. What
That's
do you
not
mean?
the same people.
No?
That's him grown up. Unbelievable.
I swear you shaved like yesterday or the day before.
The face or the unibrow?
No, your face.
He shaved 2 days ago.
Yeah, I did.
He always. What's crazy
That's
is
amazing.
whenever he has an outbreak of anger, it's always on a day he shaved.
Oh, you mean of hair?
No, it's always
Wait,
like it's
is
all.
it?
It feels like that's what happens.
Do you feel vulnerable like with less hair, and so you just lash out at people?
More honest, actually.
Oh yeah, you have nothing to hide behind.
Yeah, right. More exposed. All right, who's hungry? Who's ready to eat? We're about to eat Foodie Friday, served up by Iverstine's, our friends. The cooking couple is here. If you have not followed us on social media over there, make sure you're doing that at FM_food. That is EFFEMM. I tell everybody the way you spell it. It's got 2 E's, 2 F's, and 2 M's. Just figure it out. EFFEMM.
Plug and play.
That's right.
Figure it out.
FM_food is where you can find them on Instagram. That is
at that
beef,
meat.
pork, shoulders that we're about to grub on.
Did you say beef pork,
Pork
shoulder?
shoulders.
I did.
Why
Beef,
did
pork,
you
chicken.
say that?
I don't know. Leave me alone.
He's very cultured in the culinary arts. 2 salmon for 3 people the other night. I've heard.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard.
Jeez, everybody's talking up in here, huh?
What did you do?
You didn't bring enough food home for the family.
Oh, really? Just 2 for a family of 3?
I mean, I thought we could split them up. I thought that we could kind of,
Divvy
dice
it
the
up.
salmon up. I didn't know that everybody got a slab. I didn't know that everybody got a steak.
Everybody eats here.
Did you only get 2? I was like, yeah,
Uh-huh.
I got 2. She's like, well, there's 3 of us here. And like turned around and walked out. I was like,
The math.
golly. Felt like the principal had shown up. You know what I mean? I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Great.
You're not gonna get in trouble. I'm hungry.
Yeah. So what are you going to eat tonight?
We
I
have
guess
some
I'll just go with the
pistachios.
turkey
back-
sandwich. Yeah, right. Yeah, that rollover. We still had that single piece of bread at the end.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
eating the end
the
piece.
butt bread.
Yeah, I was eating the butt. Yeah.
So the night must
How's
have
your
been great.
salmon?
Yeah.
Great. It's fantastic. Thanks.
How was your sandwich? The working man sandwich.
All right, we're about to eat next. Compliments of Iverstine's with the cooking couple here. Make sure you're following them on social media at FM_food. We'll be back with more of the Jordy Culotta Show, driven and powered by Go Chevrolet. Is it more grits?
I think it's
I
potatoes.
think that's potatoes.
Southern Eye Centers, located at 6859 Jefferson Highway right here in Baton Rouge, has been serving your eyes for over 40 years in the capital region. They offer friendly service in a helpful environment with the highest level of personal care to manage your eye health and vision needs. If you want more information, log online to southerneyeceners.com. That is southerneyeceners.com. Stop in and check out their beautiful office located on Jefferson Highway right here in the capital city. And remember, each time you walk in there and you mention the Jordy Culotta Show, Dr. Ann Shaw and Southern Eye Centers will take 25% off of their fantastic selection of sunglasses. All you got to do is mention the Jordy Culotta Show. Check them out. southerneyeceners.com and located at 6859 Jefferson Highway.
Hey y'all, it's Mikey from Mic'd Up. Catch us live every Monday and Wednesday, 11 to 1. Talk gambling, talk sports, have a ton of guests in here, get a little perspective from the athlete side of it. We got Lloyd in the house, Jay Mitch is in here a lot of the time. It's a fun show, great show. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you don't like it, it's fine. Make fun of us, it's okay. Just get us out there, share us out there. We having fun, we want to share our fun with you. Like I said, Mic'd Up, brought to you by Sterling Automotive. Every Monday through Wednesday, 11 to 1. Catch us live on YouTube, baby. See y'all.
Looking to book a dumpster but no idea how? We've made it quick and easy for you. Check out our website at moralesrolloffs.com. Let Morales Roll-Offs know your desired delivery date and finally, provide your contact details. To make payment, look out for an email invoice with all your booking details. On delivery day, our driver will notify you through text and email that your dumpster is ready and on the way. Now you know how easy and convenient it is. Call Morales Roll-Offs at 225-427-0000 for your dumpster.
Do you have questions about your finances? Are you looking for recommendations from a skilled financial advisor? Get in touch with our friend Daniel Newman over at Edward Jones. You can find him easily by logging online and shooting him an email at daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. That is daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. Whether it is help with your 401k or just fiscal advice heading into the new season, get in touch with Daniel today. Best way to do it? Email him, daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. He's our experienced financial advisor. Let him be yours, daniel.newman@edwardjones.com. Go Chevrolet is proud to announce Go Express Auto Sales, the new used car lot located in the capital city of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, at 11522 Florida Boulevard. Go Express Auto Sales is online at goexpressautosales.com, or you can search them on Facebook and social media at Go Express Auto Sales, the newest addition to the family of Go Chevrolet. Remember, Go Chevrolet is located down in Laplace, Louisiana, but now welcoming aboard Go Express, the new used car lot located in Baton Rouge, Louisiana at 11522 Florida Boulevard.
The Jordy Culotta Show is brought to you daily by Morales Roll-Offs. Morales Roll-Offs provides dumpster rentals for residential and commercial needs in Baton Rouge and surrounding areas. Morales has roll-off dumpsters ranging from 10 yards to 40 yards to accommodate all of your disposal needs. Search online, moralesrolloffs.com.
Welcome back.
Busted.
Yeah.
Pretty easy to do during this segment.
Yeah. I have no shame in my
Love it.
game.
Love it.
I don't think I've said this before. This is the best one.
Wait.
A running ticker.
I say it every week.
Every single week.
So I'd be a terrible general manager. We'll take him.
He's good.
He's good.
Best I've ever seen.
Good
Oh,
Lord.
Jesus.
The cooking couple is here. If you're not following them on social media, you need to be. They're killing the game at FM_food. They're showing you all of the recipes, showing you some fun stuff from the kitchen, and they're telling you about what they are serving up. And today, Lance and Christy, what are we this is incredible. What are we eating on?
This is Lance's baby, so you go on then.
This is
L-Dog.
Oh
Great.
shit! I'm gonna say it again. I've said it before.
What'd you say?
This is the first time I've cooked this.
No
Get
way.
the fuck out of here.
We don't believe you.
Not really.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the first podcast I've hosted.
So no, this gets to how simple barbecue is, but how mystical people make it out to be. So yeah, I've smoked lots of meat, but I've always wanted to do just a straight up. And there's some video that we've got, so you kind of see how simple the cut is. A lot of when you make a pulled pork, you take the whole pork shoulder. I break it down into smaller chunks. You smoke it down, and then you shred it, and it's pulled pork. This is kind of the same cut you would use. This is a pork shoulder, but it's cut into nice, big 2-inch thick steaks. If you go to Texas, there's a place called Snow's Barbecue. Tootsie Tominette's. She's over 80.
Wow.
She's cooking.
Lloyd's like this.
He knows. She's cooking OG pork shoulder steak. Now she cooks 30 inches off of her coals. She burns wood down and shovels the coals lovingly under that pork, and she cooks it. It's smoking because it's super low heat, but it's direct heat. So you end up with this nice, sexy, sort of caramelized texture on the pork shoulder. Anyway, this is where I got that cut from. It's a pork shoulder steak. It's one of the OG cuts. You just don't see it that often. You don't see it around here at all, but you see how basic it is. And this is me kind of divulging my favorite rub for pork or beef on the smoker, and it's literally a Vec 2 OG blend, 2 cups, and then 1 cup salt, 1 cup black pepper. That's it. It's super simple.
Boom.
So what it is it's essentially a derivative of what they do in Texas, or what they say they do in Texas. There's a lot of people that say, they're putting other stuff in there, but they do salt and black pepper. You know, if you go to Franklin, you go to Terry Black's, a lot of those kind of places, salt and black pepper, but you season it heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be messing around. Don't be pussyfooting
So
around.
that's all this is. It's smoked pork shoulder steak. I stuck these on my offset smoker to do it true to form, to sort of honor their original thing. You would have to do it sort of direct heat. But I did a lot of kind of reading on, it's okay to do it on offset. I think it tastes okay on an offset smoker.
Okay. I love that. It tastes okay.
My point is, it's funny, man. People get hung up on the dogma of barbecue, but
You need another napkin?
just cook it, man.
You need me to
I'm perfectly fine over there.
You need me to
You need a bib?
I'm just gonna have to wipe down the keyboard, which I'm perfectly used to. I was 12.
I mean,
Yeah, it's just salt, pepper, a Vec 2, and a bunch of heat and smoke. That's it.
meat drunk.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so good. Pork shoulder is my
Give me one
favorite.
more.
How is it in there?
Hey.
Heard that.
Whoop whoop.
How
That's
is
it.
it in there, coaches? Thank you.
That's good. So that's
The universal moan.
it is important. I can't tell you how many barbecue places I go to, and the sides are just kind of meh.
Yeah.
Always
So
mad. What are you talking
they're always
about?
mad. They're
Everywhere.
under seasoned. So I guess if you're gonna cook a side, do it right. Don't screw around and just rely on your meat, because honestly, most of their meat's not
Go
good
on.
either. But
The hell of a strategy.
Big foreplay guy.
so that's man. I think it's pretty basic potato salad. The only difference is that right. But no, it's very good.
But it is
What I mean
though.
is I didn't do
The thing
anything
is
real fancy as far as ingredients. The
Sim-
biggest thing.
Simple
Yeah.
is not always easy.
Right.
People complicate it and screw it up,
Um,
and that's not just for potato
As
salad.
far as
that's for all
ingredients,
sorts of
it's
stuff.
my homemade mayo. I did since I was using it for this.
Yep.
I did
This is it. All that
real
shit.
heavy Creole
All that shit
mustard.
talk.
We talked about mayo. This is it. Which Lance talked more shit about mayo like just
Yeah, and it's
yesterday.
funny. I'm not talking shit about it. Look,
Yes,
mayo.
you are.
If you like mayo, use mayo. But don't come at me and tell me one of the mainstream mayos is that much better.
No, not when they're fucking using soybean oil and garbage.
But-
Get the hell out of here.
But that's not my point. It's like, man, this is really. It's
It's
so
so-
funny.
it's
Well, we got a
dumb.
really
I
good
don't
friend. I've got a
understand.
really close friend who was in Nashville, and now they're not in Nashville.
I'll
They're in
throw him
Utah.
right the hell
And me
under
and
the
Aaron, I
bus.
love my Aaron Lunsford. We would go toe to toe about it over the
Still
dumbest
right now,
stuff.
I'm gonna send this clip to
Yeah,
him.
he's
You don't
gonna
even
love this shit.
understand. We're
He's
gonna
gonna
talk
love
shit
it.
about it later today.
He's gonna love it. But the potato salad is the mayo, green onions, red onions, and the aioli,
Salt.
and salt.
I think
And,
too.
yes. So
Creole.
when I did the mayo today for this one, I did kind of heavy Creole mustard.
I can taste it. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's it. I really didn't put a whole lot of. I thought about like doing bacon crumbles and all kind of other little funny things. A little bit of dill relish. But yeah.
Christy, tell us about the Iverstine's experience this week.
Oh
Did
my
y'all watch
God.
the video?
Oh.
It was so amazing.
So good.
So when I texted Galen this week, he was like, "Let's do like a whole talking thing so we can, break down
Yeah.
where this cut comes from," which is exactly what we've been wanting to do, give the people more information. So we went in there, and me and Lance got to film him telling us where this comes from on the pig, which was really interesting.
Why
it
shoulder
was-
tastes so good? Because it's a working muscle.
Yeah, it was really great. He talked
Yep.
about working muscle and looking at like all the different
Yep.
things, and it was like a 2.5-minute video. A buddy of ours, Coach White, commented on the video, and he said, "This is like a better Food Network," and that's what we're working on, you guys.
That's what we're building.
It was so great. So
for sure.
super simple, and that's it.
Yeah, and hopefully, moving forward, what we were happy about when we made that video is we had access to Galen, right?
Absolutely. He's
and
he's
a lot of
hard one
times,
to pin down sometimes.
yes, we don't have him. And moving forward, he's going to be a lot more active in there. And we've talked about, he and I talked about it the other day.
Okay.
One of his best guys, Airden, is moving to a different spot.
I'm still really upset
We're,
about
yeah,
this.
we love
My mother
Airden.
was
That's
upset
my
about it
brother.
also,
Yeah,
so he
yeah,
must
for
be a
sure.
real dude.
He's awesome
He's
dude,
like
man.
been with Galen for years. And
Yeah.
But he's going to another butcher place?
He's
Yeah,
like
they're
moving out of state.
Moving out of state, yeah,
With his
yeah.
family and
So
wife and kids.
the on the upside, we're going to have Galen is going to be in the butcher way more daily. So going forward,
Well, he's
we
just
can't
so-
wait to do more of these kind of
He's so
videos.
busy because they're moving. So like this week,
Yeah.
he moved one of their smokers over to the new location. So
Oh man, he's gonna have some
which
good
I
smoke stuff.
understand. But this was really fun.
Mm.
In that meat cooler, all that meat.
Oh.
And they sliced up those 2-inch thick steaks, and we talked about
I don't know.
doing all kinds of stuff. I
Are you
talked
all right?
about cooking some greens.
Are you okay?
But
I'm so good.
It's a religious experience.
I'm floating.
Yeah.
Actually,
levitating.
I've moved my technique on Fridays. I don't eat breakfast on Fridays.
Yeah.
all right,
So
you come
I'm
in hungry.
borderline hangry.
Yeah.
right.
Oh
Right?
God.
And then we get here, and
fuck
there's all
you
the
say?
smells.
The smells, dude.
All
the
the
smells.
That's why I was
Oh,
picking a little
God.
bit more this morning than
That's
I
okay,
usually
that's
have been. But then it's worth all of it.
Now you're content.
I'm
Look
so
at you.
satisfied.
You do.
There's a little bit left in there too.
So
Don't
good.
forget.
God, I
Did
wish
you
I could
taste the
just shut
potato
it down.
salad, Lloyd?
Oh, good. I did the combo bite. Did you go
Oh.
combo?
The combo bite's incredible.
A little
and
hot,
I've,
a little
and
cold
I've
was
even
nice.
left a
Okay,
little bit
okay.
of the potato salad. I guess, like this would be great on like a scoop of a biscuit or a toast.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It would be.
You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
I'm looking to nap right now at this point.
Yes. What do you have to do for today?
Whatever it is, it's scratched.
Oh, and you get to watch golf.
Canceled.
Golf. And a
There
great
you go.
meal.
Nice.
This is
You
so
can't
good
beat it.
every Friday.
Every time I put on golf, it puts me to sleep.
I
Yes.
took my first nap yesterday.
The
of the
pastoral
Masters.
images,
Nice.
Absolutely.
The birds.
soft sounds.
Jim Nance rocking you to sleep. Oh, that's a great
Exactly.
bird.
That's it. You know.
Did you take your tooth out for that?
You know.
Lance likes to be modest with the smoking, but the smoke.
Come over.
Come on.
The smoked meats, though.
Yes.
Like really, it's just insane. He makes his own toss. So we got all kinds of stuff. I can't wait. We've already got next week's dish planned.
Sweet.
I don't even know what it
Y'all
is.
are not even ready.
You guys talked
Sweet.
about it
Yeah,
without
you
me.
do.
Are you going to give us a hint?
It's more pork.
Oh.
It's not gonna be smoked.
Okay.
So
Oh shit! I just remembered. What it is. It's gonna.
FM food.
It's
the
not
FM
smoked,
food
but I am.
social media is blowing up. Y'all done a tremendous.
Great, man. Thank y'all. Yeah.
Lance,
I've been enjoying it.
If you are not following it yet, it's a part of our FM Digital Media family. FM_food. You get caught up on all of the Foodie Friday segments. As soon as this goes off, Noah will have this cut up and sent over to the cooking couple that they'll have posted up at some point on the social media. But it gives you an idea of them putting the recipes together, gathering the food to put together, some of the ideas behind some of the creations. It is a really cool social media account that's just started. So get over there and give them a follow. Get in on the ground level. We got a lot of cool stuff coming your way. You see the personality that they have inside the kitchen. We're going to bring that into your home. We're going to show that to you on some of them, on some of the kitchen experiences with the cooking couple of them putting this food together. They've done a great job on social media. They've killed this Friday segment, compliments of Iverstine. So we are very excited about what the future looks like over him at FM talking about the food. Anything that we left out this week?
Just to keep you updated, recipes.
It's coming.
YouBetYourAssIt'sGood.com is transferred into the new blog. I've already started writing it, recipe blog. It's coming. Actually, I checked it this morning because it's been about 3 or 4 days. It hasn't transferred over yet.
And
but,
and we will post you asked about the sausage recipe. I saw that. We will share the recipe.
Sweet. Oh yeah, for sure.
But also in the freezer section at Iverstine right now, you can still find the Avec 2 spice breakfast sausage. It's in one
in the freezer section.
They vac sealed it, 1 pound packages, put it in the freezer.
Easy to pick up.
It's insane.
We got a question from a listener here. Jeff in Kenner wants to know what's your temperature and timing, please, on the on this morning.
You didn't talk about any of that.
Man.
I know you do a lot of different stuff.
So
and this one was
tricky. I'm getting to the end of my seasoned wood. I'm smoking on pecan right now. Pecan or oak is fine with me. Well seasoned is important because you don't want white smoke. You don't want a bunch of gray smoke. You want kind of some clear smoke and some clean heat. But this time around, I went 300-400. I don't mind 300 or 400, especially on an offset when it's indirect. If you're going 300-400 and then 400 up, you have to watch it. You might have to flip it. Watch you don't flip it too soon. They want that when you first stick them on there, you want them to sit on there a while. You want that rub to kind of freeze in place so you don't flip it too soon and lose a bunch of it. But anyway, I went fairly hot, 300-400, probably 4 or 5 hours. I look for an internal temperature around 204, 208, somewhere in there.
And then what?
Yeah, I mean that's it.
You boil it.
So
let
today,
it rest?
for this cook, like I said, I was running into some wood that I didn't like the smoke coming off of it when I was getting to the very end of the cook. So I brought it in, stuck it in the oven at 400 with foil, and let it just kind of finish the tender, get it to just the right amount of tenderness.
Tenderoni.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah. And you don't want it to completely fall apart. You want it to get to that point where it does fall apart when you put the fork in, but when you're kind of serving it, it's not shredded. Yeah, it's a little bit of a balance.
Falls off the bone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does.
Yeah, the bone came right out. You
Slips
still
right
want
out.
that competition rib bite.
Yeah.
It still holds together.
Yes.
Yeah, you want that. We
Exactly.
need to do ribs soon. Oh, Jesus.
Okay, I'm down with that. We'll put that in the rotation.
All right, everybody, have a beautiful Friday. If you are looking for a spot to happy hour this afternoon, 3:30 to 5:30, catch Mic'd Up with Mikey Matuk live from Uncle Earl's. We'll be there live from 3:30 to 5:30, getting you set up for first pitch tonight for LSU on the road against Mississippi State. They'll be at Duty Noble for Game 1 this afternoon in that SEC series between the Tigers and Bulldogs. Mic'd Up will get you set up for that over at Uncle Earl's this afternoon. For the entire yeah, right.
God.
Thank God it ain't me.
Damn it. Thank you.
For the entire crew over here, and shout out to the cooking couple for their Friday segment, compliments of Iverstine's every single week here, to our crew that was here, to the coaches, Coach Wharton, Coach Gugic, Coach Martin from Episcopal, who took in this morning's show. Thank you for the support out there, for the Carpool Queen, for Lloyd, for Stewie, for RG, for Ryan Golden, the Golden Goose, and everybody over here at FM Digital Media. Jordy Culotta signing off. Have a great Friday. Remember, Mic'd Up, 3:30 to 5:30 this afternoon from Uncle Earl's. Go Chevrolet.
Peace. Have a great weekend.